There we go, guys and girls. We should be live. Everything should be working. Sweet. So I've got to switch the mic on and the game audio as we go. PalWorld looks like it's up and running. So we're going to be doing the first impressions today. I've never played the game and I've never really took too much of a interest in it either. I'm just really taking an interest now because it's popped up on my radar. It had a 1.0 update. And I was like, yeah, let's go check that out whilst it's looking in its best state so far. So we'll check it out. It's got crafting elements. I'm into that. I like the fact that it's Pokemon, but not Pokemon, you know, F Nintendo. And I think the overall theme of the game is pretty cool. It's like Pokemon with guns, a lot of people say. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Right. Okay. So now my computer did have an update today and I haven't restarted. So I'm hoping that that doesn't make too much, doesn't affect too much of the actual live stream today. I'm looking kind of yellow, but that's, I think, just a lighting issue. So hopefully it's not bleeding over too much. I can't make my middle light any brighter, I don't think. So that's, I'm missing a monitor. So when I had the other monitor, I had more lights because I attached them to the top of the monitor, but that's a me problem. All right, let's get Steam up. Okay, here we go. Now I've got the update file up so I can have a little look through that. So we'll do the intro and then we'll talk about the 1.0 update. Steam page. Pause the video. Right, okay, I'm ready to go. Oh, let's get wet the whistle. I've got a little cut inside my mouth here, just on the left side, and I don't know where it came from. I think it's just hay fever. So I'm hoping to not have that fuss me too much today. I digress. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out PalWorld for the first time. I'm really looking forward to it. It's got crafting elements, got MMO elements. It runs on Linux, as you can see, and we are testing it for Linux and the deck compatibility today, but we're also doing a deep dive into a first impressions. Now, the game itself has overwhelmingly positive reviews. Over 159,000 people, cannot be wrong. It is by Pocket Pair, and they are, of course, you know, the infamous group that got sued by Nintendo, and Nintendo actually lost to a degree. You know, it's Pokemon with guns, that's how it's described, but I feel like that's dying out now and people are actually taking the game a little bit more serious. It has mods. You can get involved in mod communities now. You can, you know, go in and build worlds. It's a sandbox. It's got a lot going for it and a lot that fits our channel. So if you do like this sort of content or you want to see more PalWorld, hit the like, leave a comment, hang out, and we're going to be covering this game a lot over the next 6 months. Just jumping in and really building up our world and seeing what the game has to offer on the side of mods by the end of that. Let's move down. So the game is released on July 2026. Now, this game is obviously released before that. I think it got took down for a bit, or they had to remove it or just put it on the back burner and then they re-release it out. And I think that's what happened now, because 2026, obviously, it was in early access before that, but then obviously Nintendo got involved, a whole hoo-ha there. If you want to leave me any comments talking about that, if you want to leave any comments about the gameplay today, any suggestions, all your ideas, you know, super great to get involved with you guys and find out a little bit more about the game, and you know, at a quicker pace would be really awesome for me too, to listen to your sort of experiences, your 1,000 hours, you know, your 50 hours, whatever you got, let me know, and we'll chew the fat in the chat. So we've got Craftopia, which is the game I believe before this one. I have that as well, so I might deep dive that one day when I get a spare moment. Single player, co-op, cross-platform, Steam achievements, Steam trading cards, cloud saving, controller support across the board, verified for the deck, and of course runs on Linux like a beast. Now the 1.0 update is where we're coming into the game, which is kind of late in its lifespan, I guess, but a 1.0 seems like a good place to start. So we can be there at 1.5 and the 2.0, and we'll cover those as well. So the changelog says we've got new areas, we've got world improvements. We now have a the world tree. What else we got? We've got revamped world totally with watchtowers, new small islands, and new settlements. Wildlife sanctuary is now available and it's had an overhaul. Rebalance PAL habits. increased player level cap, which is awesome. Going from 65 to 80 gives me a lot more content to make. And then it's just a bunch of really good, you know, technical improvements and buffs. They've got new submissions, NPCs, journals, other adjustments and improvements across the board, talking about, you know, NPCs, storylines, things like this. New mechanics, which is a mutation mechanic. And we have major rework to partner skills. Now that all looks very good and positive. The game itself is being backed by the devs to today, right up to today, with a roadmap for the next 6 months, which is really cool. I'm really looking forward to jumping this one. So I've done my intro. I'm just going to shut the hell up and let's go play some PalWorld. Okay, sweet. That's done. Let's jump in. Okay, new game. So I did make an island way back when I bought the game, and that was a while back. So I'm thinking just delete this because I have no idea what I did in it or anything. Yep, I'm sure. And then we're going to go hit create and we're going to start a new one. Let's call it the world. Oh, got my capitals messed up. World of Shanus. There we go. We'll create that nice and easy. We've got difficulty levels. We're going to go for the peasy one. We've got multiplayer off. I guess I can put that on at a later date. Customize my difficulty so you can actually go in and set all your settings how you like. That's really cool because we could actually do a really quick deep dive today just by increasing some of the XP buffs and stuff. But I digress. We'll leave it as set as is. We'll jump in, finish settings, up the world and start. Yes, please. Happy days. Now, if you want the game louder, once we get in there, let me know. The music's low for a reason. I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay, character creation. It loaded very quick. I'm very impressed with that. My name is Shanus, and so we're going to go presets. Going to find a dude that roughly looks like me. Let's go with this guy, and then we'll make him aged, right? Like this guy, probably not. So this one's the one. Body type. We've got 1 and 2. Hang on. So you can have a male face. Okay, I'm not even getting into it. I have no time to deal with the same nonsense we always deal with. We're going to avoid that one like the plague. We've got different faces. We've got torso size. Damn. Okay, well, I'm no Slim Jim at the minute. I'm going to go with a little bit more weight. My arm size is just around average, I would say. And my leg size, I've got nice what they call bottle legs. I've got like big thighs like Chung Li and then little bottle legs at the bottom. So I'm going to go with this sort of build. I think that looks a little bit more like the closer I can get without the tonnage. And then we're going to go for old man face because I am aging right now. Oh, they've got the scar. Yes. Okay, we've got the scar and the beard as one. Then we'll go for... I like the eyes. I like the big eyes. You know, we're playing Pokemon style game. You've got to have the big gloomy eyes. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. Didn't know you could even do that. Right. Okay. Hairstyle. What are we going for? Are we going for the summer look? Or are we going for the quiff? Or are we going for the Tintin? I think we should go with the real summer look. Have they got anything longer? Limited set here, unfortunately. I'm not really seeing anything jumping out like my style, but then my style's, I guess, old style. Again, I'm going to go with this man. I'm going to go with Caveman. They're doing a TikTok live gifts on YouTube live now. I don't know what that means. TikTok live gifts on... Oh, okay, so there's new gifts. Oh, wicked. Okay, nice. I'll get into that with you later. You can fill me in. Okay, voice. So free dude, free whammons. They don't really sound old or gruff. There's definitely no Cockney in there. I think I'm going to go with 6. I think that's the old man or oldest that it can sound. Character creation is complete, ready to start. Yes, please. That was quick and painless. Not so many options, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a cartoony game, and it just has character creation to get you by. I'm assuming we get to customize our outfits and our gubbins as we go, so we can really sort of bulk that down as to our liking as we get into it. Maybe a helmet, maybe a suit of armor that we like. I don't think the actual base character matters too much in a game like this. And who knows, maybe I'll give myself a crop top at some point in the future. You never know. I do have these wayward thoughts. Right, okay, jumping in. I'm using mouse and keyboard right now. Let's check controller support. Is my controller going to work today? Possibly not. I think still needing to charge. We'll leave that be. Right, okay, so with mouse and keyboard, let's take a look at the settings. A Palpedia. Check the Palpedia. Okay, I've got 3 pals. I'm liking the red one. I always play, and again, I'm going to make a lot of Pokemon references because I know Pokemon to a degree well enough, but I don't know anything about PalWorld. So as I learn and get the names of these things, characters, you know, places, we'll start referring to PalWorld only. But before that, I'll probably make a lot of Pokemon references. So Charizard is the one I usually start with whenever I start. Pokemon White and Black are my favorite. I do love myself a bit of Pokemon Diamond as well. That's kind of nice game to play. And I've always wanted to play the Switch ones, but because of copyright and the way that Nintendo are, I was just like, I'm not even going to bother. You know, I'll play them in my spare time at some point, but I'm not going to feature them on the channel. Okay, so he's going to be my go-to, I think. Charizard wannabe, let's say. He's probably actually going to turn out to be a better character than Charizard in the end. So we go to options. We're going to go to, there you go. So we've got borderless running, which is fine in a game like this, I think. Yeah, like motion blur, see? That's why we've got to do it. Bring this down to about 60. Better for recording. TAA. And then we're just going to drop all of this to high. Maybe leave effects and textures up. Well, they're on high anyway. Cool. So view distance being epic is just mental. Why would you ever want that in a game like this? But we should be running fine as we are. Hit the sounds up. Ah, okay. So oh, that's why. So this has to go up. Then that comes down. That'll give you better sounds. Voice player off. All of these should be off. Mute my voice. Mute nearby players. What else we got here? So we've got voice of NPC. I'll leave them up, and then ambient, just turn that down a bit. Cool beans. Authorized Discord connection. Open mic no. And output volumes and input volumes down. Just to make sure. What else do we have here? So there's a bunch of game options, a bunch of control settings that we can customize as we go. That's all looking very good. I'm happy with all of that. And now customizing the game, you can see there's no difference. But what we have done is locked it to 60 frames, which for a game like this is plenty. I'm not playing competitive shooter, so I don't need the 120 frames or above to try and be competitive. The refresh rate is set to 60 on my TV as basic, but can bump to 120 when I activate it in game. But overall, you're seeing that there's no motion blur. It's very crisp and very nice. Let's just jump in. Right, so we're going to follow the waypoints and start cracking on. Now, moving the mouse wheel gives me armed and disarmed, so that's weapon switch. Jump on space, pretty basic stuff. Do we have duck? Ah, we've got dodge move. I really like where the dodge move is placed. So C must be duck. There we go. Q seems to be some sort of throw or Hadouken. And then we've got build for B. Makes a lot of sense. F to unlock travel. Very, I mean, I don't want to make the reference, but that is very Pokemon-esque. Like, you can see why Nintendo would have an issue with this game already. But again, they didn't invent the mechanics of the game. They just invented some of the likenesses of the characters that have been borrowed and, you know, copied. It's not actually, and again, in a world where, like Asia as a country, there is a massive black market for copies, for bootlegs, for, you know, DVDs that are at cinema. You can get those. You can get like copy games. You can get game cartridges that have, you know, thousands and thousands of Nintendo and Sega licensed games on. They don't sue those, but they will sue this. I mean, they just didn't want something coming out that was going to be more popular than theirs. By doing that, you made it more popular than theirs. Then I think Nintendo shot themselves in their own foot by trying to sue this company. That's my hot take on it. You can take from that what you will. But when that happened, I did read about it. I did see some footage of some of the court, you know, proceedings and letters that were sent and the NDAs that were put out. And I do feel like Nintendo had a right to do it. but it was a bad move for them. It made them look very bad. And they've continued to do such things, you know, and they don't seem to care. So that's going to hurt their business. Right, let me check the volumes of the game. I'm going to turn it up for you guys a bit. And away we go. Oh, hello, we've got wood. Yes, I got wood. What's this doing over here? Is he your friend or foe? Oh, he's off. Baby, come back. Where's he gone? Am I supposed to catch that? So escape, open all menus. Go to technology. Ah, here we go. So technology is like blueprints from what I can see here. So we can make a stone axe once we get stone and wood, pretty much. Gathering is the baseline of the game. Let's do that. Bit of wood, very quick, easy crafting pickups there. I like that system. Again, a lot of crafting games try and like overdo the realism, and I think that takes away from sometimes the overall fun of a game. You know, you want to get in, you want to have some fun, you want to get out. So being able to quick craft and grab loot and chop trees like super quick, it does help with the pacing of the game. As long as there's a lot to do. You find a lot of games will pad their game with slow crafting just to make you play. It's, you know, not ideal because there's no content now. They're trying to hide the fact that they've done no work on the back end of content, so they just make the game super slow, and then it becomes a bit grindy and a bit awful. I can grab all these bushes and I get berries. Happy days. I've got a palladium fragment, whatever that is. Okay, have we got enough to build an axe? I need more stone. Trying to find a little sneaky stockpile of stones, but it doesn't seem like there's any around. There's one over there. I really like the look of this game. The visuals are on point. I'm running TAA. I'm not running any... I don't think I'm running any DLSS. I didn't actually check. Let's have a look. So max frames is 60. V-Sync's on, which locks it. There doesn't seem to be any sneaky technology. We've got TAA, and I'm sure that has FSR and stuff on it. But as a preset, it comes nice out the box. Again, I think it's ready to play nice with things like the Steam Deck and the Lenovo Go and things like that. You know, the ROG Ally or whatever it is. I'm a little bit disappointed with the pacing at the beginning of the game, just not having enough rocks in your eye line. Like, they're now making me actually wander all the way around to find some stones. You could have just stuck a couple at the bottom stairs, let me build an axe, and then I could have just been chopping by now. So I think maybe more stones is definitely what I would go with this. I don't know if it's procedurally generated. I'm not sure if it is. I think everybody starts with the same world and you just make it your own. That's nice. Okay, so do we have enough now? We do. Okay, so how do we make this happen? Double click, right click. That's not happening. Technology points, 13. Oh, it actually wants me to buy more. Okay, cool. Now I can make a bow. That's awesome. Primitive workbench. We probably need that as well. Right, so I'm assuming we unlock them there, and then we go in and do the building from here. If I put this here, which is probably a beginner mistake. People are going to say, you shouldn't build straight away. It's like schoolboy error. Hold F to build. Okay, extra animations. I like it. We've got recipes now. Build the axe. How do I do that? Hold to work. No way. It would be nice if the box was out of his face. But other than that, I like what they're going for. Now we can acquire it. Damn. That is an axe and a half, boy. Man's looking tough out here. Shit. Let's go cut some trees. I'll come back for you pigeons later. I've got some chicken action to get involved in. Oh, wood. Oh, now there's stones. Okay, so now we're just like spawning stones wherever we want. Very arcadey, very quick. Do I have to pick all them up? No, they auto gather. Sweet. I ain't got a bad thing to say about this game so far. I will adjust my camera real quick. I just saw myself looking a bit yellow down there. Look like I've got jaundice. Because the light is actually a hot bulb. Color correction. And we're going to go with Yama. There you go. It's a bit more brighter for you. A little bit more of my face in the space. Go, go. So I'm just going to be following the tutorial. We're going to be building some basic structures, you know, getting our weapon game tight, maybe getting this guy some clothes because he's looking real, I mean, he's looking real summery. I'll give him that. He's looking like he's on holiday right now. There we go. Sweet. Ah, so when we weigh too much, we can't now run, which is, you know, standard practice from something like Fallout. And they seem to have implemented it here, which is fine. So I don't know if we need the workbench to build. I'm pretty sure we do. So I'm going to have to go back, deal with that. It just flicks to your back. Look. Yes. Okay. That's fair. We jump. So how are we going to get back? We're not jumping. So maybe if we do build. What's this thing? Not sure what this is. PAL management. Okay, it's a ramp, luckily. I would imagine this is where every new player is going to start as a beginner. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't build here. You've got some sort of like fire going on. You've got Whammons, who's going to give us some quests, I would imagine. And then you've got your teleportation station. Okay, let's try and build one of these. Maybe stick it over here out of the way. There we go. PAL box management. Okay, so I'm guessing we add our party pals here and then all the other collection in the middle. Looks pretty basic. We've got base upgrade as well, which is cool. Build a wooden chest and then deploy a work pal to the base. Let's get some weaponry. So we'll have one of these because we've got too many resources anyway, so we might as well use them. Again, I think this box needs to be just not in your face. I don't know why that's there. Just a little, what's it called? Like a timer bar would do. And it, like even when I select them items, it could just auto build rather than having to hold F. It's a small little gripe I'm noticing now. So what else is in the recipe that we don't have? I think we've done everything so far that we've got. So maybe go into our technology. Now we can build campfires and PAL sphere, which is like a pokeball, because it's about the only thing I have as a reference. Boom, boom, boom. PAL dressing facility. So then if we go back in, we can now build these. I can only build one of them, so I'm wondering if the resources are quite high. I mean, I've only got wood and stone at the moment, so it can't be too bad. Let's build some bows or arrows. Yeah, we'll build the arrows, then we'll build the bow. It says press Q to throw the sphere. So that was when I said he had a Hadouken move. That's basically throwing your sphere. What else do we need? So we're going to need wood to build the... So if I want like... Where's that red guy gone? I don't want no I don't want a sheep or a chicken. There's something cool down here. Looks like a red one. He seems to be a bit aloof, so I'm assuming he's a better type of creature to catch. It says we're still overweight at the moment. We don't have to fight me anymore, but you, even alone, despite the situation, like you've still got the fire in your eyes. Right? I mean, I guess I could just catch any old Pokemon to start with. Or what they called? Pal something. There you go. Let's get it. Lamball. Critical. It's in. 77 chance of catching. Green. Okay, we get a nice blue. A teal, if you like. I like that. So we've got the Lamball. Let's go check out what we can do with him. So go into this one. He's auto-equipped, which is awesome. That's right, we're getting it done. Slowly but surely. So now we want to build more of these. Let's see what we need to do that. We need to build that one. You unlock stuff well quick in this game. Hell yeah. Global power. This is a facility that can store the genetic data of the pals. So I'm needing a weapon. So what's the easiest one? We've got wood and we've got 6 stone. Or we've got wood and 5 stone. So I'm guessing a bow for distance. Keep the distance at early game, as we have no armor or any way to defend ourselves. If we can find some more stones laying around. I do have a club to give this guy some beats. What does E do then? Okay, so he kind of comes with us, or he's got a shield. Hello. Oh, that's right. Okay. We use him as a human shield or a PAL shield. And then F to cancel. Get some. There we go. So I think he just auto attacks. That's the guy I want. Look, I'm gonna not kill him because I want to get hold of one of them. We've got a torch, and then back to tree gains. Okay, sweet. Now we need stone. Oh, this is punishing. Let's have a look. So what can we get rid of? It's got to be the amount of wood I'm carrying, right? Something's weighing us down. Damn, I can unlock these already. There's so much stuff. I can now make cloth. Builds. Storage, production, food, beds. Okay, we can go build some of this stuff out of the wood we've got. Wonder if we can. Trying to think of what we can do. So stairs wise, make some stairs going up. It says align with left alt. So I guess the stairs have to fit to a building. Doesn't seem like I can just drop them where I want. I'm going to need some sort of base to it. Okay, this is pretty cool. So can we snap those with left? Oh, so left alt you would assume would be like a snap. But it says a line, so I think it's just to line something up. It doesn't seem to work for me at the moment. I'd rather a snap. Played a lot of survival games in my time so far, and snap is one of the most valuable building assets. Like there, that doesn't snap. So you press a line, and it doesn't really do anything at the moment with this. Wondering if you can like align it to the top there. See, snap will just move it to the actual light to be lined up with the other piece, right? Yeah, this definitely doesn't do that. Have to work it out as we go. Just building stuff for the sake of it to sort of secure it to some wood. Come on, bro, you can move faster than this. It's a shame you can't give stuff to the PAL and let the PAL carry some resources. He might be able to do that later, but at the moment it doesn't seem like he has his own inventory. So I wondered, like, if you could give him, say, I don't know, maybe he carries like 50 items, you know, and I mean like 50 of one item. So you give him one item, it's got like 50 wood on it, and he just carries it for you. It seems a little bit weird to have this like overcumbered mechanic when I've got a PAL that's not doing anything. Well, I say he's not doing anything. He's over there knocking something up. So he does do stuff. Okay, so now we're back at base. We should be able to build that chest. Storage. Yeah, so we're out of stones. So what we want to do then is drop the wood. And then we can run around. And I'm assuming the wood just stays there. I think a pickaxe is going to be better than actually running around trying to look for stones. Yeah, I'm going to get on the pickaxe. It's a gorgeous game, and I think the artwork, the way they've done it, is for it to run on a potato. I think you could run this on the smallest amount of power to the highest top tier system, and you're going to have a great time with both. Okay, we'll get 6 of those going. Oh, so does he craft those for me or not? Yeah, he does. Okay, so he has a purpose. That's really cool. I don't know if each PAL has a different purpose, but at the minute, it's just nice to have someone else doing that for me, which is really cool. So now I don't have to look at that box over my face at all. Makes that point redundant. The problem is I want to build now a pickaxe and he's still doing that. Maybe I can help him if I go quicker. No, it's about the same speed. Okay, so leaving him to do that is actually better because I can't do it any quicker than him. No full damage, awesome. So the PALs actually use the weather to go to sleep and wake up. That's really cool. It's already more interesting than like 80% of other crafting games that have that cartoony aesthetic, but actually are sort of trying to do the arcade thing on top. I think this is probably one of the nicest to get going in. There's a little bit of here and there I would change, like just having more stones laying around, for instance. But yeah, it's pretty good, it's pretty accessible, easy for beginners. I like it. It's already getting me interested, which is good. First 20 minutes of your game, I always say, are the most important. So now we're hungry and cold. Okay, so we've picked up the stuff he's made. Now we're going to look for stones, and we're going to try and make a fire if we can. Production, food, campfire, spin it round. Boom. It would be nice if right click just deactivated the box. When you drop an item, it stays like as if you want to make 3 or 4 of them. It's fine for building, but when you just want to build like one thing like a workbench, you can't just right click and cancel it out. So you have to like hit escape. And again, that can lead to you hitting escape too many times, trying to be, you know, quick at it, and then you end up hitting the menu. So, yeah, another little gripe there. So we've got some food all ready to go. I'll cook that myself. Happy days. Go on, boy, cook it up. So we've got a kebab. Acquire. And we'll cook again. We'll have some baked berries. Can actually cook them all, which is sick. Now, I did notice that this PAL did not get involved in the cooking aspect. So I'm assuming there's a different type of PAL that you might have in your team that can cook for you. Berries. That don't sound very nice. Unless it's going in some rice pudding. Okay, this is long. So maybe if I press C, we can cancel that. Hey! And we can cook something else. Have some more of these. These look like they're going to give us health, and the berries are probably going to give us a small amount of health as opposed to a large amount of health. Nice. Right, so grab the wood, hit build. Now we can make a basic, whatever this is, straw bed. Oh, it's a PAL bed. Okay, you can sleep there. And then we'll start building our base for our own beds. Where should we build it? Over here? That's nice. It kind of sinks in the floor for you. Very cool. Super simple. Give ourselves a balcony, I think. And what else we got here? So we've got some walls. Very nice. I don't want to block us in too much before I know what I'm doing and where I'm going. Just going to put some walls up here. Sweet. And then we've got some stairs that can then go up to the next level. Nice. Got ourselves a couple doorways. Probably going to want to go out of that one. Over here. Super quick to build stuff in this game. Really good. We're going to put our window there. Very nice. What else we got going on? So we've got pillars, we've got fences. Windowed walls will be good for partitioning this area off if we can. Nice. Wow. I mean, in a matter of like literally minutes, we are up and running already. Put another set of stairs in there. Then at the top, we'll put a platform. This one's a foundation platform, unfortunately. So they must have flat beds. There we go, this one. There we go. Click, clack, clow. And we didn't need a lot of wood. I probably maybe cut 3 trees down the whole time we've been playing, and yet I'm still able to build this amount of home. There we go, just line them up. Okay, now I have like a full roof. That's mental. Super simple, super quick. Cannot complain. And if you really want to, you can even build up a top layer overlooking everything. We go for this flat piece there. That is really mad how quick you can build, get going in this game. Super fast. Like starting a new game wouldn't even be daunting at this point, because I'm just, it's so quick. Multi-story house already, for no reason whatsoever other than we can. Very good. Okay. So he said we were hungry. Before we sort of pass out and do anything strange, we need to eat some food. You can just drag and drop it on him. That's cool. Not sure what the effects of these things are, but we're going to give them to him anyway. We can now enhance our stats. We'll go with health. Happy days. Now build a bow, I think, is the next bit. Just need some stones. Oh yeah, I wanted to build a pickaxe, didn't I? We build that? Pickaxe. Stones as well. There's got to be a stockpile of stones around here somewhere. Like, I must be missing it, because that seems like such a simple fudge on the game dev's part. Not to have enough stones. Because you don't have the tool unless you build a pickaxe first, but then you can't chop trees. But then there's a lot of wood lying around. So I would say that the pickaxe is probably your first crafting weapon that you want. Or, yeah, crafting tool. And then the second would be to get the wood. Because there is no stones around here, boys. But there is this, whatever this is. Castaway's Journal, okay. Current technology level 6. Damn, this game moves fast. Okay, we can already make cloth into an outfit, which is awesome. What's this? A bunch of food we can now create. Happy days. This is mad. Mad, I tell thee. If I was a bunch of stones, where would I be? Yeah, we're going to have to venture forth a little bit further. Okay, I've got myself a big rock there. Don't know what this is. I'll give it a beat. Paldium. Okay, we're going to use that to build, hopefully. Maybe we can make Pokeballs out of that. I found a couple of sneaky chests. Sprinkles and sparkles. I've got some bread. I've got some gold. Whatever that flaming blue flame is. Another journal. Just going to level us up in the crafting. Really good. This game's pacing is off the charts. Which makes me wonder what's left. How big is this game, and how possibly big can it be if you get to do so much so quick? I would have been happy with like half the speed of the pacing, to be honest. And even though I've got an axe, I can still chop rock, which is a great way to get people going as well. They're not stingy. Sometimes if you use the wrong tool on the wrong material, it'll break. This is possibly how this game will play it, but at the moment it doesn't seem like that's the way it's going. This one just refuses to break, I think. We're getting chips off it. Ah, we're getting ore. Okay, that's ore. Don't really need too much wood. Stones. There's just no stones. It's really weird. Bubs, when you start your game, did you find that you as well had low generated stones? Is that a common problem? I've seen stone stockpiles, so I think maybe we'll go and check them out. There's so many more pals to get. Oh yeah, there is a bunch. Okay, we can make a Pokeball. Again, I've got to stop calling it that. A Pal Sphere. It's not even a good name. Pokeball is way more catchy than Pal Sphere. Right, I've acquired that. So I'm going to look out for my red guy. What else we got? Options. We can make some clothes finally. Okay, I'm going to leave him building now. I need to find a stockpile of the rocks, i.e. stone. Somewhere down here. There we go. Yes, okay, we're getting stone with the axe. That's great. I did need to build a pickaxe and it doesn't hold me up. Maybe the stamina goes up quicker. There is definitely a debuff for using the wrong tool. But the fact that it lets you use the wrong tool is fine by me. Just going to go ham on these so I don't have to come back and get any more. We'll get it. You will get it more stone. Now, if you have to keep going further. Well, no, this is right outside my place here. I've managed to figure it out. Just the stamina goes so quick. We've probably got enough now to do what we want to do. Seems like an endless supply. It doesn't even seem to run out. Okay, so the PAL only actually works when you're at base. If you leave base, he'll just come with you rather than finishing the work. I love the way it just auto-equipped it clothes. I'll show those in a moment. Let me just get my pickaxe made. Okay, nice. We've got the pickaxe. What we got? Flame here. There we go. So there you go. So my first set of clothes is made. My base is looking pretty dappered on. I'm not going to lie. It's very basic, but I like it. And we made the whole thing in around half an hour-esque, about 40 minutes for building a base, getting most of the base tasks done. It now wants me to build a bed, which I'm going to do inside my house, of course. Bed, structure. I need wool. Okay, where do we get wool from? Busted up sheeps. Let's do it. There's a chicken. Okay, let me build a bow. That's going to help with the hunting. There we go. And if I can, I'll build a spear as well, because I imagine a spear is way better for the close range, more tougher enemies. Nice. And then we'll go. So spear wise, we're going to need more stone. Okay, nothing new. But we now have the pickaxe, which is right here. We should be able to find some stone stockpiles. There we go. Wow, okay, so the pickaxe actually drains even more stamina quicker, which I wasn't expecting. Nice. I'll do one more stamina. That's how I'm sort of timing it. I do 3 lots of stamina, and that gets me enough to do and build whatever I want. Now we're over Cumberland, so I'm going to make my way back. I would actually suggest maybe building your house, or at least extending it, which I'm going to do, down to where you actually hit the line. So there's a line of safety that you're in and out of. So there's a blue line, you can see it there. That line there is where you are then in danger zone as opposed to safe. I would build my house outside of that zone so that I can then get those resources without having to travel too far like this over Cumberland, because my inventory just fills up so quick at this point. It's a little bit of a task to get in and out of my own house. But graphically, I mean, I'm astounded of how little we need nowadays to actually feel good, you know. And I'm not, well, I don't want to make game devs lazy, but if you get your gameplay right, I've always said this, if you build in a good base, then the rest of the parts will just fall in over time. You've got, you know, your updates, you've got your regular DLCs and stuff. You can build up your game over time, but like the base has to be fundamentally good looking and fun. And this ticks all of the boxes so far. I'm having fun. It looks great. The sound effects are just what you need. The pals are cute as hell. And the crafting's super simple and quick. It's ticking all the boxes. So we can have a common shield, or we can go for a spear. I'm going to go with that. So it does go quicker when he starts helping now, which is awesome. He doesn't always do it, but it does help. And then I'm going to get another Pokeball. Again, I've got to stop saying it. We'll get another sphere. Okay, good. So now we're going to do the beds. We've got here berry plantation. Okay, let's get some berry plantation going. Can we fit it in there? Yeah, very good. Hold F. Working on it as a team. This is a nice game. I'm just hoping they're not making a fan out of me, because I have so many games on the bucket list still to go through. Hold to seed. It's even animated, bros. Don't know how long we have to do this for. Guess we just have to wait for the bar to go all the way around with my red berries. And then we're going to water it, I guess. Yeah, this takes a long time. We need to get our seeding skills leveled up. Okay, we're almost there. Berries are planted. It's all sparkly and good. Sweet. Now I'm going to go on the Pow Catchy. There's one. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them over there. Yeah, you better run. I want a piece of that action. Oh, I don't know if I'll hit him from there. Oh, shit. I've lost it. Where's it gone? I thought I pressed cancel, but I didn't. So if you miss, it just disappears. That can't be right. Gutted. I think I wasted it. But now I've got a green one. Oh, get some. So you don't have to be like right on it. You have to be in like a small vicinity of it, and then that still count. That's cool. So you flick it with... Oh, that's really good. So you suck one in, get one out. First capture XP, 83 XP on that one. Happy days. I can see where the exploration is going to be amazing in this game. What's this 5-4-3 thing going on? Oh, he crafts. He gathers rock. Okay, he's well useful. If we had him as our first pal, if I knew that, he would gather rock for us. Happy days. So the other guy cooks. No, he doesn't. The other guy makes workbench stuff, and that guy is and that pal, yeah, that pal will gather items. That's really cool. They all got their own little traits by the looks of it, unless they're just doing random stuff. But it does seem like they have a purpose. Okay, nice. We're actually ready for a new bit of questing in a moment. Let's go to make some of these. How many can I make? Wow, I can make 27. Yeah, get on that shiz. Yeah, so he will actually do that as well. Oh, that's so good. If I hold it, it's even super quick. I rate this game already. It's really, really enjoyable. I can't believe I'm level 6. While he's cracking on with them, jump in and we'll go to the Palpedia and have a look what he can do. So he can do transporting, he's handiwork, he does gathering, he does mining. Now compared to the sheep pal, he does handiwork, transporting and farming. So the seeds that we planted, I'm assuming he's going to gather those for us once we're back. And then we've got the chicken, which we don't have any data on because we haven't caught one yet. But soon, as soon as he builds, up these, all 27 of them. Why am I on fire? How did that happen? Why am I burning? Burn, baby, burned. Right, can we build a bed yet? If not, we need to go out and get some stuff. Wood and wool. Okay, again, we need the sheep. But this time, we're not trying to catch a sheep. We're trying to bust them up. I have noticed my bow is not in my active inventory. So let's switch out the torch. And switch the club for the spear. Now we've got 2 new weapons. That spear has range, boys. That is looking well long. And then we've got the bow, of course. See if we can catch a pal slipping. Okay, there we go. We've got some... What the hell? My guy. Okay. Bit of this. Bosh. Okay, taking them down large. I love the way you got to charge the bow. It's only got a limited range otherwise. Feels good. Ooh. Hello, he's got special movers. He thought he was Sonic. Shot him in the ass with a bow. Yes. He goes roly-poly away. We can kick him like a football. Okay, here we go. And he's off. For no reason. So good. Okay, let's get digging. Nice. So we'll let him gather as well. He's now doing that. We'll go back to base and hopefully we've got all the wool we need to build a bed. You can check that just by hitting B. We need some wood, but we can get that from anywhere. I actually had a stockpile of wood somewhere. Dropped it. I think it's over here. It's not pal footy. Hey, you do you and I'll do me, right? I do it my way. Yeah, I got another one. Flat, 380 on the damage. That's insane. My man's got Hadorkins. He's lethal. Switch it to the axe. We build a bed. That's all I care about. Not yet. Keep on gathering. Seems like we're only getting like +1 every so often that drops. It's quite stingy. We need another 10. The pals will craft the wall later. Sweet. This one's, I don't know, he's just hanging out like all confused and dazed. It's got music in the background, but I don't think the game actually needs it. It's not like good music. It's quite sort of awful. Like I would turn that off. I think going forward, I'm going to turn that off and sort of maybe play our own tracks in the background. You know, especially on a heavy duty craft session. You know, maybe do an 8-hour stream and sort of concentrate on the crafting and building element. You can assign them roles. Yeah, you can tell each pal what to do, but I haven't quite got there yet. So I'm going to just crack on. Sort of picking it apart as we go. Yeah, I can make the bed now, so I want to go back into my crib. Get my bed game strong. Not sure when it happens. Well, I wouldn't imagine it's too far away. The game seems to be moving at a really reasonable and comfortable pace right now. Oh, I threw my ball again. I've got to stop pressing that button. I need to change that button to my mouse. I'm going to do it right now because I keep throwing PAL balls away and they're actually costing me resources at this early stage in the game. So we go to options and we go controls, looking for Q now. There it is. We hit the mouse. Now it's no longer on Q. A restart required to apply some settings. Well, surely not. So I'm not going to press Q to test it, but I'm going to press... Yeah, okay, so that does work. Sweet. Dang. It's even got its controller assigned in the right place. There's my bed. You see how I just right click. So I left click to drop it, right click to do that. Doesn't really work. You have to sort of escape out of it. So I would rather that be, you know, a left click to lay it, a right click to cancel out, and then you hold F to do this. But instead you have to use escape, which is a little bit fumbly on a keyboard, especially if you're going to be playing it a long time. I'd reassign a lot of these keys, I would imagine, over time. There you go, the bed is complete. We can now sleep in it. It doesn't say that we can sleep in it, but it wants me to build a PAL bed. Now, they don't sleep in the house, they sleep out the house. Don't have my vermin in the house, bros. As cute as they are, they will be sleeping outside. So I did notice if I double click the right button on the mouse, it does actually come back out twice. And so that's the issue I was having. It was sort of opening the menu. So I guess I can live with that. A double click is fine. Nice. Okay, that's complete. Take the ones he's already done and create a few more as I just threw one away. Okay, nice. So I think we have to assign the pals to the bed. I'm pretty sure that's what we've got to do. It says we can actually use it to sleep in, which is strange. Let's see what it's saying. Got a few more technologies. I seem to be getting ahead of myself with the unlocks. I'm unlocking more than I'm actually sort of understanding. We do have a parachute glider now, which is a definite. Yeah, we can go sleep on there. Where to next? Parachute glider. So we're going to need 1 wood. Oh man, 1 piece of wood. I'm away from doing that. I also have a lot of weight, so maybe build a chest first. Storage. Again, just 1 piece of wood. Can we get it from the house? If I break some of my house up, do we gather wood? Don't think we will. That doesn't seem to work. That's a bit of a shame. You know, if you break up your house, you should get the resources back. There's a tree right here. I'm assuming all these resources just respawn. Otherwise, you'd run out. Okay, we've got enough wood now for sure. Wait, you're carrying too many items. You can't use the boost jump when you've got too many items. Damn. And I'm all of a sudden losing a lot of health. So let me just eat a steak. Or bread. Berries. Okay, for some reason I'm losing health. It doesn't really tell me why. I have no idea where that glow's coming from inside my house, but it looks awesome. I think it's like reflecting from this fire. Okay, bunch of food. Go, go, go. Hold to work. I think maybe we were taking damage because we was out of the zone when the weather was bad. I think it might have been cold, some sort of weather condition. I can't really explain it. It just started going down. I was like, what's happening? I'm losing health. And I'm assuming sleeping also regenerates health. If it doesn't, that'd be a bit strange. But yeah, the game's quite simple to do. It's simply laid out, so I would imagine that is how it's going to work. What do we need to do again? Chest, there we go. Now we have storage. So simple. This is how all crafting games should be. Maybe not as quick as this one, because a lot of crafting games, you know, require you to do, the majority of the game is crafting. But I think it should sort of look at this game as how much fun is it to how much you have to do. And in that ratio, maybe you could like double it. So twice as many resources, twice as slower pace. I'd be quite happy with that as well. It's a really fun game to play because it's so arcadey and quick. So now if we store food, for instance, now I know I need food, so I'm going to put it in there. And then let's say I do this. Go to key items. There's no way to access your storage outside of your storage box from what I can see, which is a little bit of a missed trick because I always like to access all of my storage at all times. So it is just literally to store anything that you might not want. Right clicking just brings it in and out. What can we do? So let's do... First, let's get some food. Right, he's now fed. His health is down though. Can't see a way to regen health here. Maybe sleep. I like this system where it shows you exactly what you can make and what you've got resources to make. So if I like store my coin in now, maybe stone as well. Don't really need stone. Well, yeah, maybe stone. Fibers. Then we'll go gather some wood. Wasted all my stamina running. I'm thinking maybe if we could release both pals at the same time, have one gather wood, one gather rocks, then I don't have to worry at all. And if they would store them in the chest, that would be even better. Whether that's an actual thing or not, I don't know. We should have enough wood to build. PAL training. Okay, you can level up your PAL. No way. Like a Pokemon Center, but you just build a small little camp for it in your base. Okay, I'm going to build the glider. That's the thing I've been waiting for. It's going to take a little while. Hopefully this guy helps me do it. I don't know where he's gone. He's like off doing his own thing. Help me. There you go, working as a team. Nice. Right, now I want to build the PAL ranch. So we need 30 wood. It's always coming down to wood, isn't it? First we had a problem with rocks, now we've got a problem with wood. Luckily there's a bunch of trees over here. Command your PAL. Let's have a look what this does. Feed, photo, command, emotes, pet. Okay, that's about as useful as a paddle in a speedboat. I want him to actually go out and craft and gather items for me. But rather than pet him. Okay, stamina's gone. He seems to pick up the wood I'm dropping there, look. Yeah, that's quite helpful, I suppose. I don't have to carry it. There he goes. I said to you earlier, if we could give them items and they carry it, that'd be cool. So is he putting it into the chest? Let's have a look. They've already thought about it. They've already gone out and thought about it. I think most of my gripes with this game are going to be solved just by them fixing it and I haven't seen it yet. That's ridiculous. Now again, I'm wondering if the workbench can access the wood and stone. Let's take a look. It does look like they can access it. So you can access wood and stone from the bench, but not from your inventory. So if you had food in your storage, you can't feed yourself while you're out in the wild. But what you can do is use the food, let's say, to craft a different meal at the cookout area, the campfire. So it swings around about. It does still work the way I want it to, but just with less accessibility than I would have liked. But then again, it's already arcadey enough. So yeah, we can now build this from here. It's very big, so we're going to need room for it. want to keep it in a safe zone if we can. So maybe build a platform first. Let's go with foundation. Yeah, we can extend that out a bit. Oh, I missed that one. That's too low. Bugger. Can we go on top of it? No. Okay, maybe if I build 2 platforms and then we join them with a set of stairs. How's that? Nope, go down. Okay, maybe we have to go down. There you go. Spin it. Okay, you can only do it from there, which is ridiculous. That I'll have to do. Can we stick it to the side? No, it has to be on that platform. Weird. Okay, done. So now what we want is a smaller platform to be able to reach that one. So we can put the base down here. Like this. In the ground. Boom. Does that go in? There you go. And then from there we can build a ladder. Which is a little bit mental, but working out the mechanics is worth it. So it does, it almost goes across. Look, there you go. So it can be done. So now we can run up this one, and then we want one that can run up that one. But I think we just need... It's not like steps, you know, like small steps, 1 or 2, maybe even 3 steps. You have to have a full piece, which makes life a little bit difficult when you're trying to get this some sort of platform here. Suppose I could stretch this across and jump. Yeah, there you go. Then we just vault up, and we'll stick one in between here if we can. Nice. So I have some sort of structure working here, and then what I was going to do is just extend that. Now B. There we go. Yeah, I was just going to extend this out in a massive square. And I'm assuming this is very breakable by enemies. But at the minute, it seems like a safe space, so I'm going to go ahead and build that there. Why is it not building? Oh, I've run out of materials. Gutted. Okay, so that probably means we now can't build the PAL Center, so we're going to have to go get more wood. Catch 22. But so far, so good. I have no issues with the game whatsoever. It's like, again, the visuals could be better. You know, everything could be a lot more crisper and sharper. And I do find there's an issue with a little bit of ghosting and a little bit of dodgy shadows, which you can actually see on the wall right now. But other than that, it's something you can overlook because of the arcadey style, the way the game looks. You know, it's by no means perfect, of course not. But it's a quick arcadey Pokemon vibe crafting game, and I think that in itself is enough. But it also has pals that can carry guns, and there's very OP pals later on. I've seen footage of some of this stuff, screenshots people have sent me, and I've been very impressed with what I've seen so far. Okay, nice. That should be plenty of wood to crack on. Ooh, there you go. Make that nicer in a bit. It's not big enough. We need to make it bigger. Must be bigger. One now. Don't know if that tree will respawn now. I've put that there. Okay, that's got to fit. Or wood. Yes, the glider is OP. Come on, sons. I'm assuming that lasts the amount of stamina you have, and it does drain pretty quick. Maybe there's upgrades for that later. Let's see what happens if we oof one of these guys. Headshot. There we go, man down. So we get red berries from them. Okay, they're proper cute. I'm not even going to lie. Even giving them beats, I feel guilty. Sweet. Right, let's finish this structure. Ooh, nearly fell then. So I'm just curious, if I put a base piece at the bottom, like somewhere like here, and then that should reach with the ladder or the stairs. Kind of. I put it in the wrong place, didn't I? That's so Pacific. How do we get rid of this? Build mode. Disassemble. Boom. So ideally what I'd want to do is get this to line up, but there doesn't seem to like be no sort of like super guide where it's going to be. It's just rough. I guess it would snap there, which then means the floor piece would need to go here, and then stairs that. I mean, it's by no means perfect, but it does get you up there. It's pretty useless, to be fair. But we get up there. No, I want you to grab. Dude, okay, that's not going to work. I think you have to hold jump for it to grab on. Right, where was we? Pails, 26 out of 30. This is fastly becoming my casual game of the year. I think next year we're going to have to run this a lot because it's very casual, it's very chill. It's something I'd want to play in between playing like our major releases, or you know, we get a lot of games that are unreleased, we get a lot of early access. We have had Soul framed for now around 6 months. We're actually quite privileged on the channel to work with a lot of companies early to get their games out and seen, and with an honest review as well, which is really cool. So yeah, we're going to be doing that in between, but I feel like I've narrowed it down to 3 or 4 handful of really casual, really cool games that I enjoy, and I think PalWorld might be being added to that list because it's just so damn accessible and so enjoyable and just very nice to look at. Plays very well mechanically, even though it's not perfect by any means. It's really kind of player fault, you know. If I want to jump somewhere that I'm not supposed to jump, I want it just to work, but it doesn't, and that's really kind of just a me issue. the overall game itself, if you played it exactly how it wants to be played, you'd be fine with it. Oh, it almost built then. Did you see it? It's got to be very specifically placed. I don't want to waste any more resources, so... It went blue for like 2 seconds. I had it. Okay, I'm going to have to build a couple more platforms. That sucks. This took a little bit of a while, but it was because I wanted to build something a little bit special to show it off. And for it to really have its own little place as well. There you go. So it went blue there. So if we spin it to here, getting it nice and easy. Boom, there we go. We are done. Yeah. I'm happy with this, and I can put some sides on it, protect it with roofing so that they don't get wet. I don't know if that's a thing, but it could be. Very cool animation. Like, you don't see that every day. The fact that he sort of spins the hammer, looks at himself, you know, he sort of wipes his brow, you know, he's looking like he's actually working. Even the PAL has some really cute expressions. It has some, like, you know, when it's tired, you know, when it's got oofed, it's got little X's in its eyes. It's very much a labor of love to the Pokemon series. And again, if Nintendo are just really kicking themselves for not thinking of this sooner, why don't we have a craft a Pokemon game? That's on you, bros. Like, you don't listen to no one, you don't take criticism very well, and now you're losing out to a game that has mass appeal because it borrowed from your franchise in its visual themes, but it didn't borrow anything else. The actual game itself is quite unique. It's not anything I've played in like the old Pokemons or the new Pokemons, and there might be a Pokemon now that has some crafting elements, but it damn sure won't be as good as this. It won't be as focused as this, and why would we want to play that over this when we're going to get copyrighted and told off by Nintendo? So for me, you know, Nintendo shoot themselves in their own foot by not having creators promote their stuff honestly and out there for everyone to see, instead of just having a handful of like approved creators doing their content. They're such knobheads. And the problem is, I wouldn't be saying that because I liked Nintendo prior to about 2005, 2006. After that, you know, we just get the rehash of the same old games over and over again. You know, Mario Kart, Zelda, all of this nonsense over and over again. And if you're new to the franchises, they're great. If you're old to the franchises, they're just the same games redone with a few new levels and a few new characters and some more HD thrown in, right? So we went from like 720 to 1080 to 4K. I mean, meh, it's not worth the £80, £60 price tags on a lot of those games. And I just wouldn't back Nintendo. Like Switch 2 I never bought. Switch 1 I did buy because I had the what was it called, the Wii U, and I really liked the Wii U, but the battery life was awful, the screen was small, and although I did play Zelda on there, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I did on the Switch. So the Switch was an investment because it's a portable game in 720p that works really well. I like it. It wasn't the one that goes on the telly, it was just the cheaper version, the handheld, because I have better handhelds that do a better job doing everything else. But for Nintendo, I did buy the Switch Lite or whatever it was called, and I really enjoyed that. But it was short-lived. I probably enjoyed it for a couple of years and then put it away in a drawer. It's now got dust. The battery probably won't charge as it did. It's just a waste of space now. I don't back Nintendo anymore. I don't think that they do anything worth talking about. And although they keep trying to think that they're competitive and at the top, they're really not. The only thing I will say about Nintendo prior to Switch 2 was some of their games still came on the cartridge. We're looking at a very much a big switch at the moment from modern gaming going back into retro. People want to own their games. People want to own their cartridges and their CDs. People want to be able to drag it off a shelf, plug it in with no internet whatsoever, and play a game. Now, there is some consoles out there that I will mention at a later date because I'm going to get them myself, that do have the old style where you would order off of Amazon a cartridge. It has all your games on it and away you go. But it is very much a niche market for that because it's super retro. I think there's a market for the modern era where, like, if PS3 games were released again, but on a new system that also covered the new games as downloads, that would be really awesome. Like if Sony came out and said we're going to support PS2, PS3 hardware, but then we're only going to have PS6 discs disappear, I would be okay with that because I can play all my retro games again. But if they're not going to do that, which I doubt they would, we're just losing. We're not winning in any direction, and we do want to, you know, we've got to be careful that we're not taking too many steps back as opposed to steps forward. There is a big argument for owning what you buy because you can resell it, you can lend it, you can store it, you can collect it, you can admire it, you can replay it. Whereas when you get a digital code, you can do none of that. You can do absolutely none of it. And that in itself is a big problem for gamers because gamers prefer that. It's just a fact. So if you take that away from us, then we'll take our money somewhere else. That's also a fact. And you're seeing it happening with PlayStation at the moment. They announced no more discs from 2027, I think, which is ridiculous. It's only next year. And Xbox has been failing for God knows how long because I actually promoted the Game Pass and the Game Pass then increased its price based on my promotion, which was awful. I didn't want that to happen. It wasn't my fault, but like there was a bunch of creators that sort of took part in promoting the Game Pass at 30 quid. And I actually rated it because you got a lot for your money. But then it went up. And when it went up, I thought that was a scummy move. You got a load of creators to do your work for you, not telling us that you were going to raise prices on the poor consumer. So fuck Xbox, fuck Sony and Nintendo. You are this close to not ever working in the gaming industry again. It's absolutely atrocious, the world we're living in. And I think PC is the last left thing. Yo, what's up? John Darks Gamers, long time no see, my friend. How are we doing? You just came in on a little rant of mine. Do you remember? Of course I do. I remember a lot of people. You hang out for a long time and I don't remember exactly what games we used to play, but I know you well. Okay, so let's get back into it. What was we building? We built the center for upgrades. Now we can do the PAL box, which I have no idea what it does, but it looks pretty awesome. Stick that over here with this one. There we go. PAL box is... I'm thinking we might get caught as we jump up here, but sod it, we'll do it anyway. Okay, that builds well quick. It's probably not that important. Okay, boom. What does it do? Open it up. It says players can save generic data of the PALs. Okay, so yeah, it's just basically a save station. Cool beans. Not that important, but looks cool. That does look cool as shit. So my base is coming along nicely right now. Welcome back. That's it, indeed. Have you just finished school, college, or work? How are you doing? What games are you playing lately? What are you into, my friend? I've got a little cut inside my mouth, so if you see me keep licking, it's not because I'm like super revved up. Like your Dark's game is coming now. It's like got a little cut inside and it really annoys me. So I've just sort of been licking it until it heals. Right, what we got up the top? Let's check the journals, boys. We've got a bunch of new technology unlocks. Let's go ahead and do those. Structures, happy days, items. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, mounted torch. That sounds good. Light up my stuff at night. We still haven't caught a chicken yet. I've done no PAL gathering, really. I've just gone for crafting because that is what predominantly I like. I like crafting. I like MMOs. And this fits into both those categories because it has MMO XP gains and elements, and it also has collectathons. And then you've got the crafting elements where you're knocking down trees, gathering wood, gathering stones, and sort of progressing that way. So that's the elements I'm going for straight away. But I feel like my next video will be just PAL hunting hard, trying to find what we can see, you know, seeing what's right over there. But at the minute, I'm just going for like a first impressions gathering, or gatherathon, if you like. And so far, I'm pretty happy, you know. got a glider, we've got a base. It's looking real cool up there. And all of this was done in around 2 hours so far, which I'm super psyched about because it means the game is not a slow slog like some other games. I do like the realism though. You know, some games come like Scum. Scum's a really good one. I'd like it to auto gather. I've got to have a look in the options what we can sort of automate in this game. I'm sure there's quite a bit. Not yet. I'm in university, just waiting for acceptance. Oh, well, I hope you get in, my friends. When you say acceptance, you mean you've applied and they haven't got back to you just yet? I know September, I think, in the UK is when all the kids go up a year and all the schools and colleges and unis take applicants and accept them. So I'm assuming you're about the same, right? September time? So many lovely views in this game. I haven't had a chance to take in any scenery right now. Just on the gathering, building, hunt. Okay, my axe is broken. How do we repair that then? Gonna have to work this one out. Do you know what? I don't think there's much more to do, to be honest. It's literally exploration now, which is really sick. We've got weapons, you know, if we repair our axe and whatnot, we're still good to roll. I think we'll do that next. Take some good tools with us and we'll go and explore the world, see what we can find in the last hour of gameplay, which is really good. From the time you start the game and buy the game, you've got around 3 to 4 hours before you're really flying. It's so quick. And again, you can even make it quicker if you really want to. You can actually go in and set the settings to give you a lot of XP and overabundance in items. Okay, we're going to need some Pokeballs. I keep saying it, but I've just got to stop. Some PAL spheres. Let's build those real quick. Nice. What else did I want to do? I wanted to fix my axe. I might as well just build a new one, right? And then we'll switch it out. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to switch out this guy for this one. Because he seems like he needs a rest. I'm wondering if putting him away would be good. So it says my weapon is damaged. My PAL team is hungry. I have to feed them. Come on, sons. What are you talking? Nobody got time for that. I'll cook up some kebabs and see. I've just noticed there's health bars up in the top left for the pals, which is really cool. Let's go in. How do we do this? Palpedia, is it? We feed them from here? No, it doesn't seem like we feed them from now. Ah, okay, party. So we click them. See, instantly there should be like a feed here. You can rename them, yeah, which is cool. It tells you their levels and everything. You'd think there'd be like a food button there. It's telling me he's hungry. It says feeding hungry and weak. Perimeters are temporarily lowered, but it doesn't tell you where to feed them. Like if I drag this across, it just feeds me. There should also be then some pals there, right? We need some pal management going on. Let's check this thing. Okay, we've got these guys here. Maybe if we put them away, they start feeding themselves. I don't know. I'm not seeing how you feed them. There was... So if we get him out, and then we can do that weird PAL menu, right? So we can command the PAL here. Feed. Ah, okay, give him berries. Nice. Okay, that was simple. You just have to work it out. So we'll feed him again, make sure he's full. Again, super cute. It will be announced around this month, July 19th or August. Quite nervous. Well, you know, keep good, sort of stiff upper lip and hope for the best. You know what I do? I live by a way of not worrying about anything until it happens. So you might worry yourself into a stupor for months and months and months. And really, there was no point because it all works itself out in the end. So 9 times out of 10, this is the case in most people's lives. If you're a good dude and you're doing good stuff, you know, applying for college is not that big a deal. It's not a new thing, right? Hundreds of thousands of people are doing it per day just to your college. So I would say that you just should wait. Let's see what it says. And then when it says it, then worry about it. If it's a negative, if it's a positive, you can go, phew, I'm glad I didn't worry about it. Because if you worry about stuff, you can get like things, you can worry about too many things. They get on top of you, you become stressed, you become depressed, and then you can't really take on the world at that point because you feel like there's so much weight on you. Just trying to be a little bit ignorant to things and just sort of chillax, right? Kick back. Don't worry about it. Worry about your friends. Worry about your gaming. Worry about whatever you do in your life. And then when it just comes, like the day when it's on the doorstep, then you worry about it, you know, oh shit, I better open it. That's the moment you worry, not before. Don't lose sleep over it. Try to keep, you know, healthy, try and keep positive, but just don't think about it too much if you can. And once you train your brain to do that, like I did that about 20 and I've been living by it for ages now. 20 years, it hasn't served me wrong. I just don't worry about stuff. And when someone wants something from me, I just don't talk to them. Like, I just let the world sort of find its way around me. Do you know what I mean? And it seems to be working. It's very, I mean, it's not advice that I want you to follow. It's just an idea that, you know, you're very angst about it. Maybe just chill. Maybe just relax. The world has a plan. And if you're part of that college, it will always be. If you're not, then, you know, find another college, find another avenue to put your efforts into and excel at that. And maybe you'll look back and go, I'm glad I didn't go to that college. Or I'm glad I didn't do that thing because I would become that thing and I wouldn't have liked it. You know, I like this better. Sometimes like you can find yourself in a place where you're like, you sort of fell in it, you know, never know. Okay. Well, it is. I mean, I can only tell you what I know. And what I know is that um, life has a plan. You can't really avoid anything. You just have to take it on as and when it happens. But until it happens, there's no point. No point in worrying about it whatsoever. People who try and make plans, people who try and shape their life into a path, like if the ultimate goal was to have a wife, a family, a car, and a house, then everybody wins. If that's the ultimate goal to life, that everybody wins. Because 90% of people that we call sheep go for that. And when they get it, it's like, well, what do I do now? I'm 60 years old. I've got mortgage paid. Now I'm just going to have 10 years of basically sitting on my ass doing nothing in retirement to then die. If that's what making it is, then yay. It's not really the dream, is it? It's if it was hard to achieve, then everybody wouldn't be able to do it. Everybody can get a mortgage. Everybody can get in debt. Everybody can get a credit card. There's a reason for that. You can get a car on finance, on payments. There's a reason for that. They want to give you loads of credit. They want you to have loads of debt because then you're just going to work. And working's, you know, good in one way and bad in another. I don't want to go into why it's good and bad, but you have to be very careful about what they're selling you to what you could be doing. Because life's quite easy. You just have to find the right routes. And stress is definitely a killer. I've met many a man who's stressed and has a very hard time with stuff. Even myself, I've dealt with stress, you know, as a young man, 25, used to pass out through stress. Not anymore. Not even close. It's just really not worth it. I sit around playing PalWorld instead. Right, we're going to explore now. Let's go. I am ready to roll. We have no precautions. I've got a little bit of food. I've got some decent weapons. And I've got some decent crafting tools. And that's it. We don't want to gather too much because we don't want to carry it. Got my spear. It does look like I may be able to be throwing it. That could be cool. We'll take some of this though so we can make some power balls as we go. I'm assuming they avoided calling them power balls because it's too close to Pokeball. Okay, these are new. These are new. Okay, I don't want to hurt them. Why are they so cute? Bro. Poke. That's right, get some. The other one run off, look. He's run off. Now we could go all like God of War on him. I'm gonna let him go. I'm letting him go. He saw that and run. That's fair. These guys give good loot. He's a mental. That one I captured. He's like them, but crazy. He's one of a kind for sure. Okay, there's a chicken. We need to catch one of them. We're going to pokeball it up. And Hadouken. Nice. Chicken can't escape. There we go. We've got the free baseline. Now this thing looks beastly. I bet we can't catch that. No way. 20% chance. He's out. He's out. Now he's super angry and he's got Hadoukens. I'm hiding behind a tree. Stab him up. Okay, if we get him down to about... He's level 15, bros. Okay, the man's a monster. Poke him. If we can get him down to about half life, we might be able to capture him. Assuming that's how this game works. Again, very similar to Pokemon White and Black, which is the main ones I played in the series. Okay, I'll try again. We had a 26% chance, so it does kind of work. Look. Oh, I got myself a big one. He's called the Capriti, which is an awful name, but whatevs. You don't want pixels to get hurt. I'm a softy at art, man. Like I have an accent, I have a gruff exterior, but for me, like horror games actually really do get me wrapped in. I've been, you know, I was a neglected child to the point where I was spending a lot of time in my bedroom playing video games. And my sort of mum and dad, they would be, you know, arguing a lot and having all the stresses of mortgages. Probably why I'm so scared to get in the mortgage game. So I kind of lose myself in a video game, right? So I don't like believe it to be real, but pixel violence and pixel cuteness definitely is something that I go for because, you know, I was never a Nintendo owner. So I grew up with like the cool Sega Mega Drive attitude. So when I play a cool game, and this is a cool game, this is like Pokemon, but on steroids. So much better. Like I've played Pokemon Black and White and I absolutely love them. And I played one of the newer ones, but not the Switch ones, the ones before that. I think it was on Wii U or something. And it might have just been on the Wii, I'm not even sure. But I played it and I enjoyed it, but it was very, you know, the word we don't use anymore. It was very much sort of feminized man's type of game, which kind of put me off because Pokemon Black and White were really cool. And then they had this like time period where they just went all soft. And I was like, I don't really like it anymore. This game's quite cool because you can oof everything and you can also capture stuff instead and make it your friend, which is really awesome. It's got a lot going for it, in my opinion. It's a really good game and it's cheap. It's like a $20 game. It's about 30 gig install. It'll run on a potato. It'll also work and look great on a high-end system. It's got a lot going for it. And I am in no means trying to sell you the game. I'm just going from my first impressions. Right, let me see what we've got going on now because we just caught a big one. He's not actually shown up. Oh, he's down here. Okay, there he is. Okay, so he's a grass type, number 34. He's a berry picker, so he picks berries. He can do planting and farming. So he's pretty useless as far as his skills go. He's not the most skilled one out here. If you were to compare him to the top 3 that you get, I would say that this guy, I mean, he's got 4 traits. The chicken's got 2 and the sheep has 3. So the most useful is the, let's say, Charmander looking guy. He's really awesome. He has the most skills. You love the game? I think I'm going to get into it. I honestly think it's something I do want to play again. I'll definitely play it, you know, casually, in bed at night, you know, maybe on a handheld or whatever. But I'm going to play it casually and sort of see if it's, you know, I have the same opinion when we come back in a few weeks. Right, we have explored right out now, and you can see from here Not only is it vast, it's actually really good looking and no lesser than something like Zelda, you know, what were the other ones? Let me try and think. Cartoony open world. Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter Dragon, whatever it was, Monster Hunter Worlds. Something along the lines of that, but with a cartoony skin over the top. It has that vibe to it. Okay, I found an egg. I stole the egg. Build an incubator. Yes. Okay, we can hatch the egg. So we don't know what's in it until we hatch it. We're definitely doing that. Can I poke that? Dragon egg. Okay, these are fruits with skills attached. That's cool. Can we chop it down? Okay, we might be able to get something from it. My pal is in the tree and I'm about to knock it down. I don't think that can come down. It doesn't seem like it. Ooh, I've got a fire type. Okay, let's keep it back. Again, some bows would be geared. I'm not sure we can craft without the bench. So we're going to have to build a bench just to craft. Which I wouldn't advise doing because it takes a lot of resources. But I'm going to do it. We're in a short time period stream right now. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to build a couple of catch herbs in case we don't catch him in the first go. I'm going to go for the flame type. I love the way it shows you all the pals up in the top left as well. Shows you how much health they've got, how much experience they're getting. Right, okay, and then we're going to go with arrows. Only got a little bit of wood, so we'll take 10. Charge shot, it normally takes about 3 shots. Happy days, we'll take those, switch to the bow, and we'll take that guy down. It's called a Fox Parks. He's a male. Oh, okay, here we go. We've started initiation. My man just Dawkined him. Yeah, he's lethal. Reminds me of Bubs. I'm going to have to rename that thing Bubs. It even runs like you, Bubs. Damn, that's awesome. I should have captured it. We ended up oofing it. We should have caught it. See, look, by the time he attacks it, I can throw a ball at it. Grabbed. That's a guarantee, isn't it? Nice. Quarter life bar, half life bar, about where you want to be. Grab some stones. We're going to make some more arrows because they are very useful. We've got a water type now. I'm getting so many so quick. Maybe take out the first couple. Okay, that's a guarantee there. We'll have that one. Okay, sweet. So he's oofed that one. What did he drop? It's so cool. Aquatic Pal Fluids. This guy's new. He's run off. Come at me, bro. Poke. Okay, he doesn't want me to poke him, which is a good sign that he might be useful. Stop him. Initiate combat. Why is my guy not attacking? Oh, get some. I'm out of stamina, so I've got to be careful. Oh, get some. There you go. Now we'll try and catch him. I love this mechanic. Really good. The water type is my favourite. You played this one. Oh, awesome. I didn't know you was experienced in this one. That's a life monk. Or lift monk, if you want to pronounce it correctly. I love the way they just stay on the floor and you play football with them. We need a kick. Right, okay. Something like the old Ghibli studios would come up with that idea. Okay, I'm grabbing wood. I've got some stones. We're going to make some arrows. Then we're going to take these guys down. I've pretty much gathered 6 times the amount of pals that we had at the beginning, so I'm happy with that. Nice. I wouldn't switch this guy out. He seems so good. Again, if I go into my Palpedia and have a little look, So the grass type has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's on par. He's actually got one more trait. Okay, let's go with him. So if we use 3 to switch, and then we hit E once we get to him. They don't have them all in there. I've got to shuffle them about, which is a little bit annoying. No data on these ones. Frog's got 4. Looking for the most versatile animal, and then I'll go with that. I think it is going to be that one. Okay, you're probably right. The water type seems like, because it's got 5 traits, it seems like it's going to be the best. Let's get back to our crafting table, which we put up this hill here. I need to eat some food as well in a moment. I'll put the crafting table somewhere. I've lost my place. I'm sure it was here. Might be further up. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I thought I lost my bearings, bros. There it is. Right, grab that one. We're going to make... Oh, we've got flame. Is that flame? Yeah, I got flaming bows. I can only make 2 lots of them. How am I now doing that then? Something we gathered from one of these new pals for sure. Okay, they take ages. They take ages. I'm going to repair anything that needs repairing as well before we move on. They must do hella damage because I can end a POW in about 3 shots with a normal bow. I've not followed these waypoints at all. Really, we should go to those. They look like they're going to be teleportation stations. Oh, come on, man. This is long. This is not a game I would sit and drink to like full time. I wouldn't want to bring like a bottle of gin in here and get wasted to this one, because it does have a lot of boring sort of waiting around times. Those times would just be sat here talking to you guys about different subjects, drinking a bunch of drink. Like, I'd be hammered by 4 hours. So I don't think it's a drinking game, personally. But casually, I'd definitely play it. Bottle of water in hand, maybe a game of sub or something. Go. Okay, good. Right, let's do the repairs, which are on 4. Got to learn these. Oh, it's to repair the table. That's not what I want to do. I want to repair my tings. Build one of these. Now I've got 3 PAL spheres. I need more of those, I would imagine. So we never know what we're going to come up against. Maybe 6. Really quick to make those. Again, no help from my PAL right now. They can almost double the speed, but only if they decide to help. The AI is a bit flimsy, I've noticed, with what it's doing and when. It could be out there gathering stuff, but I'm not really sure. It would be nice if it had a story and a cutscenes. Yeah, I mean, that's something I think they'd definitely look at. Maybe on a 2.0 update. At the moment, it's kind of a sandbox open world, right? And people like watching other people build up their stuff and see what their you know, opinions are. But beyond that, I'm not really sure what the end game is going to hold for you, because I'm not there yet. I plan to do a whole series of these, get to about level, so I think the cap's just gone up from 65 to 80. We're definitely going to hit level 80 at some point, which will be really sick. That will be the end video, and then it'll be like, what is that end game? You know, let's take a look what we can do, what's left to explore. And yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks they haven't dropped that in, but it's a work in progress. It feels like an early sort of beta test. Unfortunately, it does feel like it's a polished game, but it does have these sort of caveats. There's some broken mechanics that sort of play weird. There's some strange little elements here and there. So overall, I think even the 1.0 hasn't fixed too much of those niggly bits, but they're just niggly bits. The actual game is sick. The actual game's on point. It's actually really, really fun. Wow, you managed to hold off on PalWorld until 1.0. You know what? I bought the game on release, bro. I bought the game on release, and it's just been sitting there doing nothing because I'm so busy. But I'm finally getting a chance on the 1.0 to take a look. Okay, this guy's at level 11. Okay, like he's stuck. Whoa. Okay, I've got to be careful. I'm way too low a level for this. No, don't attack. Where's he gone? Oh, he's right behind me. Boosh. We could go melee, but we're doing all right with the burn damage. I think creating these arrows was the best idea. Okay, not too much to worry about right now. My power's actually taking most of the beats. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Is there no lock on? Gosh. No lock on is a mistrick. Living in a box. Restoring health. I've not actually worked out how to do that yet. I know how to feed myself. Come on, man, just burn. Just trying to stay out of his way, you know what I mean? Oh, 51 damage. There it is. Oh, he nearly oofed me. I got 70 health left. It's been out for a week now, and I'm only level 20 or something. Yeah, they just capped it up, raised the cap from 65 to 80. I'm really looking forward to, like, this was the best time to get into it. I saw the 1.0 and I was like, 1.0, I've done other games at 1.0, and it's normally when they've fixed enough of it for you to have a solid experience. So that's why I'm jumping in. I thought, well, now's got to be a good time, right? The 1.0 says that they're a complete whole piece. I want to see what it's got to offer. It's really fun. Super arcadey, super quick. Great graphics. Just the fun element is way amped in this compared to other crafting games, just because it's got that sort of chibi Pokemon vibe. There's nothing really to dislike about this game, I don't think. I don't think there's many people that do dislike this game. It's pretty solid. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, essentially. And now I've seen it, I understand it, I get it. It's cool as F. Me and my partner are playing it in tandem right now. She's watching me, hanging out in the chat. There you go. So she's having a good time with it as well. She confirms what I say. I confirm what she says. We're both here having a very similar experience. And being able to like invite people to your world and have an online element as well, which I haven't even talked about, because again, I have another video coming for that. I'm really just in awe of what they've achieved over a short space of time. And with Nintendo on their back of all things as well. Look at the burn damage. He's surely going to pass out by himself. Ooh, he's got a friend. You want to go some? Poke you in the chin. Flap. Oh, that is the most awful power I've ever seen. I don't want... Look at it. I don't want that. That's got to go, bros. The other guy got oofed in the boss battle, so... We'll bring out the sheep. See what the sheep can do. Oh, my phone's going ham right now. Okay, cool. Right, I need to heal. How do I heal? I seem to be healing over time. It's about like 2 HP per second, which isn't a bad thing. But I would like to obviously get an item that heals me, but I've not found one. These berries don't seem to do it. They're more of a food source. And now my power is dead as well. I've got to fix him. I've been recommended to go for the water type at some point, so I'm looking out for a few more of those. We'll test those out. I'm sure the chicken's useless. Like, the chicken's the first thing you see in the game. It's got to be the most trash, right? Even he doesn't look much use. The Lambo. Okay, we're going down. Okay, how far are we from how? We've come so far. I'm actually not worried, though. I feel like we're still capable. Oh, okay, we've got a shiny thing. There we go. Now I need to make some more bows, so I'm just going to loiter around here for a bit. Do a bit of crafting. There's no way that lamb's going to be able to do any use other than carry stuff. Right, let's have a look. Build one of these. Again, it's a bane of my life. Keep building these. I think if you explore, you have to. You're probably going to need multiple bases and multiple teleportation stations as well. What can we do? Why can I not build bows? Just want the standard issue ones. Oh, there. I didn't see them. I'm blind. There you go. Oh, it's true. What's true? Those sheep are deadly. Shut up. They have fixed it on release. The lamb ball could self-destruct in one shot. What's that thing? They do it for a laugh, I'm sure. The most easy thing to get in the game is one of the most lethal. That's awesome. He's saying he no longer does that. I'm missing out on that one, am I? See, that's the thing. I didn't start at the start, so I've missed a lot. But I intend to sort of catch up pretty quick. Right. Did I not gather those? What the hell? Where are they gone? I just made some. It says I got 1 of 29. Maybe it just didn't load up quick enough. I'll make more. Okay, cool. Take those. Summon a pal. Which ones we got? So we've got chicken. We've got this one. I mean, he's massive and he does no damage. Let's check it. Black. I think we have that one. We've collected that power, I think. He's not even attacking him. Look, he's absolutely useless. I want my red guy back. My pink guy. We need the pink guy for the straight guy. Got some stone, got some sticks. Okay, this looks promising. We can maybe build on here. This could be our second base of operation. Hey, Phil's in his hour. Phil, where you been? Missed ya. Big hugs, bro. Big hugs. Are we keeping it? Are we keeping it G? I just give you bones, bro. You're hugging on man's for. Doing good yourself? Yeah, hanging out, man. Chilling. Playing some PalWorld. Quite enjoying it. Not going to lie. Missed it? Well, you know, life gets in the way sometimes. You've got things to do, you know, all that stuff. Good to hear friends is great. That's it. Got one of these again. Nice. Gives me a little bit of XP. Buy myself a chest. Hopefully shiny things. I'm not sure if I've got one of them. I've got to check it real quick. The Palpedia. Greenery. Where's Greenery? Yeah, there he is. Look, we do have him. It's just weird that the Palpedia doesn't have equipped. It doesn't have add. It doesn't have feed. You can't feed your beasts in here. You can't equip them. It's just like a Palpedia and that's it. Like, that's weird. Like, I want everything in that Palpedia that I can then interact with my loadout and stuff, you know? Like, that should just be a given. Because everything else feels so quick, so arcadey, so awesome. And then you get to your pals and it's like, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? Where do I have to go for that? And it's all base stuff. You know, you have to build it and then use it at the base. It's kind of slowing the pace down a little bit. Okay, I don't know. We have this one. Or did we just defeat this one? I'm going to say we don't have it, and I'm going to attack it. There you go, baby. Just in case, you know. Spare one's always good. Box Parks. There you go. What else we got laying around? Anything new? I don't have a frog. Boom. Gotta catch 'em all. Exactly, that's it. My pug's due to have its babies any day soon. Oh, but you're well excited. You see my birds, yeah? They had eggs, didn't they? And I told you they're having eggs. They decided to chuck them out. They just chucked them on the floor. They were like, I don't want them no more. So, no babies for me. Birds are weird. They're very pacific. They're very, like, set in their ways. Like, if just the smell of an egg can put a bird off actually raising it. It's really weird. So no baby parrots yet. Is he going ham? Is he coming at me? Look, he's pit. Ooh. That's cool. That is like a Pokemon battle. I knocked him in the water. He's going to drown. Game over. Get ready for the oof. Imagine the devs adding a rare dragon and putting it in the land above the sky. Are you hinting at something, bro? Do you know what would be cool? If they did have hidden... I'm sure they do. They must do. Hidden pals. That'd be interesting to find. Like an OP S tier pal, you know? You can't attack it until you're like level 80 or whatever they've just set the cap to. Okay, we've got a nice Clyde move. That's new. Don't really utilise that very often. While he's asleep. Dirty. Oh. Boom. And he dropped some leather for some reason. I found some in the mountains. What, hidden pals? Oh my god, that would be awesome. Hang on, I've got a new one. The Windswept Islands. I haven't got one of these yet. Wind powered. They're getting very OP though. They're like level 7 now. Be a bit careful with this. Take one down and take the other one in. Get some. Oh, he got oofed. Did I oof him? I didn't throw it. I threw the ball at him. Oh, gutted. I wanted one of them. Okay, let's get the torch out. We'll go in that cave in a minute. If I was a torch, where would I be? There I am. We'll switch it for the crafting. Oh, it's just a sheer drop. It's a dungeon. We've got dungeons. It's an hour and 77 hillside cavern. Level 13. Yes. Fucking psyched. Okay, going in dungeon. Level 13. I'm way below power. Let me check my level in a minute. Where's my dude? Where's your level? Level 11. Can we do that? Level 11? Does that seem about right? He's fed. He's fully fed. He's got his health. I know what I'm going to do before I go in. I'm going to build a crafting station. I'm going to get my shits together. My shees. I get my shees together. There you go. Build a bear. Good luck. Cheers, bro. I'm glad you got faith in me. I'm going with flame arrows. You know, you get that burn damage up in there. Just in case. I don't know. Again, it doesn't tell you what elements are inside the cave or the dungeon. So you're going in blind. You don't actually know what's in there until you've been in there. So yeah, hopefully I don't get oofed. And I don't even know what the penalty to that is. Does it actually matter? Like, do I lose all my gear? Do I get teleported back to home? Like, how's that going to work out for us? Phil, you know I got this. I got this all the time, bro. I don't play. What do they call it? XP 5000 type of game, bro. Risk it for the biscuit. These take ages to make. And holding F sucks. Like, there's got to be another way. Like, if I double click F, then it just automatically does this on its own. GG's, yeah, drugs sucks. Your mum. Oh dear. Okay, 10 out of 20. So this will be the last lot we have to make, hopefully. I'm sure there's like a systematic route that everybody goes on to level up quick and to, you know, get certain ticks in the boxes. But I'm just winging it. I'm going, you know, straight random on this one to see, really just, you know, because I'm having so much fun. I just want to see what the game has to offer. Okay, so we've got arrows. What else can we take? There's no more armor or anything here. Maybe we can take... Maybe we can build a new weapon now. I haven't checked my blueprints at all. Let's take a look. So we've got technology. Technology. What can we build weapon-wise? We've got some new armors. Yes, we've got armors, bro. Level 25 defense in your face. What else we got? We've got a baseball bat level 50. Pretty sick. I'd like a new bow, you know, something sick. So we've got poison arrows there if we want those as well. What else can we build? What else can we have? New axe and a new pickaxe. They last longer. That's pretty sick. Submachine gun. Lift Monk submachine gun. But I need ingots, which I haven't even seen yet. So I'm assuming we need like a smelt, and then we need some copper. Then you make ingots, right? So yeah, that's pretty sick. Oh, hello, here's another one. So he gets a harness. Flame organs. Ooh. Hell yeah. Okay, this game's got depth. My axe is actually depleted and knackered, so I'm going to switch out for the bat. We're going full weapons right now, by the way, and a torch. And yep, I think I'm ready to go. Let's break it out, and off we go. Whew, we're in. We're going with the good luck charms on this one. So we're at 4:30. Got about half an hour. If I can get through this in that time, that would be awesome. Now this obviously is very bright in here, which I wasn't expecting, and very good looking. And it looks like we're going to deal with water elements. So maybe fire is going to be absolutely useless. We should have probably gone with poison. Okay, he's only a level 6, not a big deal. I probably want to try and capture him. Right. Got him first time, 100%. Boom. Nice. Bring out the sheep, because apparently he's OP, or was OP. We'll find that one out. Damn good luck, man. And you have little faith, my friend. Little faith. But I appreciate the luck. Ooh, ooh, hang on, what's this? Oh, I didn't bring any crafting tools. We're going to have to switch them out. Hang on. So we don't need that. We can do that one. We'll start digging it. Please be ore. It is ore. Yes, there you go. We'll carry a bunch of ore. But now I'm overweight, so that sucks. Real life problems there. What can we do to reduce weight? Have we got anything that's pointless? Like wood. We get wood anywhere, right? Dash that. And stone. Is there any stone anywhere I can dash? Can't see it. There's no weight to these. I think we're all right. Grab some more ore, because ore is like valuable. I'm assuming this is the only place we can get it from at the minute. Hello. Mushrooms. Okay, there's so much new stuff here. It's like playing a whole new game again. Now, I can't sprint, which might be a problem. What can we do? What can we do? Let's see if there's any... Can we build in here? There's no way it's going to let me build. We could, if I didn't drop my wood. Okay, that's new. Let me go build. I've got my woods. Lady Luck's on his side, always. Let's go with the crafting chest. Oh, hang on, look. Structures outside the base will be deteriorated. Someone... So, yeah, you can't build in a dungeon. Oh, okay, that was so close to being awesome. I'm going to drop this because it's broken. I'm going to drop the wood again. We still can't sprint. That ore is very heavy. So collecting that, I'm going to have to come in here with just the purpose of collecting a bunch of ore. So until then, we'll go through. We'll see what the boss is like. We'll take that. I'm assuming it's got a boss. There's a dungeon. It's got to have a boss, right? Let's clear some of these notifications as well. Just grab a bunch of stuff. I don't really care what it is. Ooh, bear trap. Ooh, ladder. Nice. Ooh, carpet. Very good. I'm actually really worried about this. I'm just heading for the door. Oh, we've got new things. Yes. Okay, what's this over here? It's some sort of flame flower over there. Bro, that is a drop and a half. Not even feeling it. Pleather, that's it. Pleather. My sofa's pleather. How dare you? It's wiped clean, you know what I mean? It's wiped clean. I have a lot of spillages. bit of that, bit of that, bit of the other. Let's have a look at what this is. Oh, okay, so it's just, oh, it's got ore in it as well. That's really good. So that's what we make our power balls out of. We throw. Again, some of these terminologies in this game are going to get me in trouble, I swear. TMI. No, not those sort of spillages. Keep your ass on the plastic. My shit ain't got plastic, bro. My shit's second hand. My shit come from the charity shop. Here we go. Oosh. And try and catch it. Try and catch it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, you piece. Gonna Hadouken me if I'm not careful. No, I wasted a ball because you shot. Okay, we'll try again. We'll get this guy to about like 10% health. Yeah, I definitely think that sheep's not OP anymore. There you go, we got it. That's easy catch. That's easy catch. Eat it. Locked in. That's mine, baby. Got myself an achievement for that one. Ooh, piece of candy. That's me in the middle of the night with the munchies. You like that one? Yeah, I've done all right now, I think. These guys we've already got, I think. I'm pretty sure. What is that? Is that a PAL? Ooh, what is that? Do I want to know what that... What is going on here? I'm not even sure what's happening there. That looks like something's trying to devour a PAL. I'm just going to leave it be because it ain't bothering me. Love how slow he's like walking because we're so full up with our stuff. My backpack is heavy on this one. Shiny things? Yes. Okay, I've got some juice. Happy days. See, now we could have just gone up and gone through the door, but I'm going all the way around because there's so much to see. And this is where we look down the cavern as well. It could be something cool down here. This is all new items for me, and I'm really excited about what we can build after we get out. Can't get up there. I've got no jump powers. There you go. What can we do now? It's really weird that you can't just like get rid of some items that you might. Do you know what I mean? You can drop it, but it's weird that you can't craft stuff on the fly. You have to have. Oh, I've got enhancements. Oh, shiz. Okay, where's attack? There you go. Bear attack. I'm super strong now. I've got no headgear, no shields. I really need to sort my man out, don't I? I can see why people didn't have any confidence in me getting through this dungeon at all. Take it nice and slow. We should be fine. Oh, there's one of them things. Oh. Okay, they're level 10s. This is not good. Our poor pals down there taking a beating. Bro, get some. That power ball has to be in such a specific place. Sweet. Okay, we've got the daydream. Very cool. Oh, okay. So it's not one eating one. That is... It's like a thing inside a thing. And then when you kill it, it comes out of the thing. It's two things, not one. I'm going to have a look at this thing because I'm confused as to what its anatomy is doing. So if we go down, here it is. Oh, that's what it... So it's like a hairdo. Essentially, it's its weave. We knock it down and then it looks like its weave's eating its head. But it's not. It's actually a POW. You can't rotate these, which is strange as well. It's kind of like a mistrick there. Being able to rotate and look at them. This is the guy. Again, equipped in POWs from here would be really cool. But I can't seem to find a way to do it. Like this guy's oofed, so can we not like replace him, you know? And it should be like 1 or 2 button clicks, but they don't. I can drop him, I can get rid of him, maybe he gets replaced. Let's try it. If I drop him, I'm going to lose him. He's my favourite. But I guess we can get a new one anywhere, I don't really know. I assume they level up and you're supposed to keep them alive. Because if you just get a standard issue one, you know, he's going to go back to level 1, surely. And that was it. There was not really much else down here. There is a pathway through here we'll take a look at. How's the missus and kids? No weaves. There's always weaves. Is it still hot? Oh man, you don't understand. I'm kind of doing this all the time because I'm so uncomfortable. And I've got a vest on, like, underneath, right? So it's not even like... I've not got sleeves under sleeves. It's just too hot. Okay, these guys are cool, but I'm worried because there's so many. And they do actually look... I'm not being funny. They look like the turtle troopers from Mario. That is a little bit too close for my liking. I would be, you know... I'm sort of seeing Nintendo's point, which is not good for me because I don't like being on the side of the Nintendo lawyers. But you can kind of see why they're a little bit pissy. It's called a turticle. Like testicle. Here's some. There we go. And we've got this rock here, which probably gives us something new. No, Pendodium fragments, nothing new. Hang on, what's that? That's our blue one we need. Baby, come back. I can't even chase it. I'm so weak right now. Here he comes. Oosh. Missed it. Got ya. Initiate combat. We'll try and catch him. That's going to do us. Got him. I think it's really unfair that the Pokeballs don't seem to be reclaimed. Man, I need to hop off. Thanks for the stream. No, man, appreciate coming in. I really appreciate time. Time is valuable, and thank you for spending it with us. And I hope you enjoy, you know, any other streams we do that you can swing by. Good luck with your college and whatnot. I hope you get in, of course. But I wouldn't try to worry about it too much. It can be very stressful. So peace out. Look after yourself. And I'll see you in the next one, my friend. Right. Where are we going now? Let's have a look. We need to get rid of some of this gubbins. We've got too much gubbins. What's weighing us down? What's heavy? What can we get rid of? I don't think we can drop anything. I don't even understand why we weigh so much. What is it? Oh, rocks. Get out of here. That didn't really drop it down. We're 540 out of 400. Like, how can we increase the backpack? Buying a new backpack is important. Weight. So it looks like we can enhance it with points. So where I increase my damage, we can also increase the amount of weight we can carry, which would have been better, obviously, coming into this a little bit more equipped, but it is what it is. I never really do things that I'm supposed to do in the order supposed to do them in. Captain Cunderplant. Ah, you're back. Welcome. They should have borrowed that mechanic from Pokemon Legends. ZA. I never played that one. That's too new for me, bro. It's an NPC that returns Pokeballs that you miss. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good mechanic because, like, even the sheep, yeah, if I throw a Pokeball, the sheep could, like, return them to me or just have them stay on the screen and let me pick them up. That'd be a really good way of doing it as well. And I guess it just is it's a mechanic I like because it's like a risk and reward. So as you throw it, you need to hit your target and you need to get it. But it can come like, oh, damn, now I've got to craft a bunch more. It's a little bit tedious. So I love it or hate it. It's there. You know, we've got to deal with it. It is what it is. Have you played this game then, Captain? Or are you looking to play this game? How far are you in and how are you finding it so far? So I can vault, but I can't jump because I'm overcumbered. Too much shiz in my backpack. We're waiting for the next upgrade and then we should be fine. Oh, can we get up there? Yeah, there you go. Vault the small ledges. Jump. Oh, bros. Okay, we can't get stuck. There you go. It goes up the most unnormal, unlikely ledges, but whatever. Okay, so that was the edge. Now, where's the way out? I think it's up and right. Here's a cool looking stage, though. I didn't even know this game had dungeons. I'd done no research before coming. And I just wanted, like, because I like my first impressions to be, like, initial impressions. No, that looks a bit phallic. Yeah, I would my initial impressions to be very, you know, real. So I don't really look anything up. And to know it didn't even have dungeons is really an eye-opener that they've done some real effort making this game solid, you know. It's got enough gameplay elements. I'm not bored. In 4.5 hours, I'm not bored. I'm having a great time. It's really fun. And I think you guys enjoy watching it. So maybe I'll bring it back for a follow-up at like level, let's say, what, level 25? Sounds about right. Level 25, level 50, and then we'll go all the way up to level 80 in certain parts. So it'll be about a 4-part series. And just seeing what we've done, talk about, you know, how the game's playing, and how we got there. And just doing like 4 or 5 hour live streams in between, because it will take me a lot of grinding on the back end, some of the boring shiz out of the way, so that you guys don't have to watch it, like leveling up my backpack for a start. I can't seem to climb. I'm gonna have to drop shit. I'm sorry, it's gonna have to happen. Can we sort by weight? That'd be good. So we can sort, but we can't sort by a specific thing, which is weird. Like you should have like most powerful, most health regains, you know, most weight. And then I can say, right, that's heavy. Let me drop that. 0.1, 0.1. I'm looking for weighty stuff. 0. All of this stuff's not even heavy. It's got to be the amount of equipment I have. Bones are 10. Leather is quite heavy at 32. Okay, that might help. So leather and also wool. Okay, let's get rid of those. Now we need 98 gone. And that's going to be the fragments for the power balls. Now we should be able to run around like a lunatic. Yes, there we go. Pretty basic stuff that you carry like all the time. And it weighs so much. That's something to bear in mind. What are we doing? Philip, what? I only have a few hours past. Oh, because 1.0. So you haven't played the 1.0 yet, but you're 400 hours before 1.0. That's awesome. Did they do a reset then? Have you reset the board and that? The family good? Yeah, family's all good, my man. Don't worry about my family. My family good, son. I am Bubs' family. We basically just have each other, and then we go see me ma. And my granddad was ill, unfortunately. Granddad, you know, didn't make it. So we're one family member down. He's probably the most legendary person I ever met in my life, and probably where I get some of my swagger dagger from. Is my granddad, so you know, take from that what you will. Black. What? Okay, hang on. So they're just the kids. I don't even want the kids. I need the big guy, don't I? Level 12 boss. Shoot him in the booty. Face. Okay, this guy's got big burn damage. Bring it. Nice. I think my power is gone, so I need to bring another one in. Again, I don't have any idea what the abilities are. Bring out the chicken. He looks OP. Yeah, I think I'm out of arrows, aren't I? Oh, god damn. So I've only got a stick. This is close range, unfortunately. Take him in the butt. If I didn't have the PAL, this would be difficult, but because it distracts him. Oh, there you go. Please get him. Nah, he ain't having it. He ain't having it. Maybe you have to come in twice and get him. He's nearly done. Let's try and get him again. Come on, that's got to get him. I mean, he's got one hit. Come on, baby. Yes. Oh, I got the big one. I got the big one. Chicken's a bad man. Chicken looking proud. Hadouken. Yeah, Hadou chicken. Did you see the new Marvel game coming out? The it's like Marvel versus Capcom. Oh, I can't remember what it's got. It's got a stupid name. It's got one of them sort of Japanese series names. It's going to be big. It's going to be big for the fighting games. We're bringing back Fighting Fridays on that one. It's going to be a big release. Well done, chicken. Made him proud. I don't know what his attack was, but he seemed to do the job in distracting him enough. So we're actually at the end from what it looks like. That looks like a teleportation station, which means we got through a dungeon being 2 levels down. We're now level 12, which means I can upgrade here. We'll go with the weight business because that sucks. That's expensive. From 4 to 450 I can now carry was an entire enhanced point. That's kind of costly. Ooh, chest. Nice. Nice again. And we out. Oh, Lady Luck does it again. I had no idea what we were about to deal with, but we dealt with it. Roger is coming. Yes, man, we're still on that. I think I'm going to do a Roger special. I think I'm going to wait for Roger to drop, and then we're going to hit up the main characters in Tekken. We're going to do a Fatal Fury. Guyz is out, and a few other characters I'm looking forward to. So we're going to have to do those as well. Again, Fighting Friday is coming back in a big way. Mortal Kombat 1 actually deserves a revisit to like finale that shit. And then we've got the Mortal Kombat 11, which is my favourite Mortal Kombat of all time. We're going back and playing that. And maybe even a bit more of the Mortal Kombat Ultimate, right? Which was, I think, 10. Because not X, the one before that, it was like the real 10. So Mortal Kombat Complete or whatever it was called. That was a really good one. It was the one with Freddy Krueger and everyone in it. Okay, so I think at this point, oh, there's a new one. Again, look at that face. How can you attack that? But you have to, because you want it, right? Like, this is just something we got to do. Shampookin. Your man. Okay, after all that, we got hungry. So let's eat some berries. Ah, you can give berries and stuff to these. So surely there's a revive on the pals. Let's have a look. Low grade medical supplies. Can we give that to him? No. There's got to be a revive somewhere for the pal. Pal material. Small green flower, extremely difficult to obtain. And it's a remedy. But you can't give it to the pals directly. I reckon that's got to be used in some sort of cooking, you know, recipe of some sort. Select quantity. What is it? Use. Ancient technology manual will be consumed. Okay, I think I consumed it. That's done something. And the same with this. This is a speed remedy, extremely valuable potion that permanently raises the work speed and slight amount when consumed. Inefficiency when used with pals. So we can consume that. It doesn't seem to have a timer. It's just permanent. And we have another point on the weight now. So again, we've got up to 500 weight. Great. Like, I am really enjoying this. The upgrades are coming thick and fast. Everything like I would moan about, it just goes away so quick. Everything that maybe holds you back, it's not there for very long and it goes away. It's really cool. Got some nice light rays there, or god rays, whatever you want to call them. Pretty good stuff. Now, how do we get back to base from here? We don't have a teleport item from what I can see. I haven't been through all the items, but it seems like there's no teleportation station. Ancient civilization parts, that's a new one. Let's go to technology real quick and see what we unlocked here. Grappling gun, hell yeah. Oh, we're getting some shiz, bros. Yes, I got the level 3 coat. Damn. The medieval medicine. Yes, okay. I know I've got a new spear. Come on, sons. We've got a crossbow. Hell yeah. Okay, this game's getting off the chain. I'm only level like 5. What is that thing? We've got some like mystical elk over there. Let me go ahead and build a crafting station. Nice. Get some arrows made and then we'll crack on. Can't wait to play more. Waiting for gaming handheld to charge. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, I'm super like into it. It's good. So level 25, level 15. We'll make that. So then we've got uprated armor. Might take a little while. If we drop a PAL, there you go. It might help us. Or just like try and suck me off. I don't know what's going on. What's it doing? Again, the game is not perfect. Phil. Just trying to get my cluck. Right, I'll have a bit of that. Okay, we need resources. We dropped all of our wood and stuff. We're going to have to go chopping. Let's get our new axe out. We'll switch that for that one. And away we get. Oh, that's not it. Where is it? There it is. What's that slapping sound? Exactly. It's that thing staring at me intently right now. Way too friendly, isn't it? What's it called? A chicky pie. Or chickapea. I don't know which one it is, but it's chicky something. The cheeky time. I think that's what it's trying to have with me. Cheeky time. Right, so arrows, wires, we're going to need some stone now. We'll switch the axe for this one. Ooh, there's stone. That'll do. Save me the hassle. Oh, straight away, look, boom. 4 of them bad boys. I think the chicken's pretty useless at like crafting and stuff. I haven't looked at its stats, but I think it only does like 2 things. And I think one of them is to like pluck items out of your like tomatoes or whatever you're growing. So I don't think he's like a seed bearer. So he's not actually useful at crafting. We lost the best one. What you been up to then, Phil? Where you been? Have you just been working hard? Oh, look at the map. That is such a small area. Oh, you can just fast travel. That is sick. Okay. We need to go get this thing down here. I'm not sure if we have one or not. Get some hunger done. Very good. Speed up these guys so they're full. We'll take some more of these. Okay, we're ready. He's a big one. I feel like the burn damage is so much better than not having it. Face at 111. Bosh. That's your dad, bro. That's your dad. There it is. Happy days. Now, I'm not sure if we have one of these either. It's called a Vixie. It one-shots, so it can't be very good. But we will collect one. I'm liking the chicken, but he's absolutely useless. Okay, it's all kicking off over here. What's going on here? We've got soldiers just taking down pals. Filth. That one's asleep. Grab him. Herbial. Right. Okay, these guys are not that strong, and I'm pretty sure we can't catch them. Although they do have the same life bar as a pal. They're rocking weapons. Okay, I've picked up assault rifle ammo. Oh, they've been catching them up, bros. They're in cages, look. I would love to save you, but how do we get out of that? F. I'm going to let it out just to oof it and catch it. Blah. It's a male crest. Okay, they just automatically let you have those. So there's going to be like these camps all over the place, and you're going to be able to catch sort of not a random or rare, but it's something a little bit more obscure than the standard ones. Right, I think this could be a base of operations here, boys. Because we've got a little bit of a travel to get back home. See what we've got going on. So we've got some new technology now, which is a metal chest, which can allow us to store more items, a cooler box, probably for food. We've got a table, we've got an antique storage cabinet, that's a new one. Nothing really progressing our armor or anything. Look how far this goes. Look at this. Oh, that's ridiculous. Level 80 gear, bros. The wing pack. It's got 1,000 speed. What in the world? Where the hell? Oh, it's one of them. Nice. Right, we want one of these. Not allowed to build it here because apparently it's not a dungeon, but it's like a sanctioned area. We can't do anything here. Let's check the map, make sure we're going in the right direction. So this is a whole new area up here, which is called the Seeds. What's it called? Sealed Realm of the Frozen Wings. We want to actually be heading back to base over here. So ideally we want to sort of head down from here. But there is a teleportation station right in front of me. So I'm going to go and activate that. You got your popcorn ready, Phil? Do you like this game? Is it something you would watch? You know, how are you feeling about it, Bubs? I know you like playing it. What's it like to watch? Am I all right at presenting it and whatnot? Is it good for the channel, do you think? My man's just asleep, look. Chilling out. Just smoked a fat one. You like this one? Wicked. Oh, he's awake up. You want some? I don't think he wants some. I'll put it down, I'm out. I'll leave him be. Okay, Rin Syndicate Tower. Chicken. The cheeky, was it called a cheeky? Okay, that's a boss battle. It says begin boss battle. Maybe we'll do it once we've saved and once we've got back and sort of regrouped and got all of our stuff done. The boss battle will come back and revisit in a further stream. Let's check out the teleportation station down here. I love the way things are so obvious. It's like highlighted in red in the accent, because then when you touch it, it goes blue, you know it's active. Such a cool, like, just very small little touches that make this game really simple, really easy to follow along. So we can actually teleport from here. Fast travel straight back to there and hit go. Oh, this game's awesome. It doesn't try and slow you up. It's what I said about crosswinds, aka windrows. It doesn't try and hinder the player in any way. It's not trying to pad the game. It's not trying to slow you down and make you do a bunch of stuff that's really tedious and boring to see some awesomeness. It's just awesome all the way through. Very quick pace, very fun, and so far, for like the $20 price tag, I don't know a crafting game that has this sort of anime aesthetic that I would recommend over this. Like Aska's good, Enchanted is great, but like they are sort of slower paced, more you need more resources to do stuff. You know, your crafting and your building is, although same as this arcadey, but it's a little bit more convoluted. I think this is by far one of the easiest games to get a youngster into the crafting genre, and then from then they can progress into those other games, and then eventually they'll be hitting up things like Scum and things like that that are really hardcore. At the minute, yeah, it just wins on every aspect, and I can't wait to sort of do the final thoughts and just go over it with you guys. So just bear with while I store some stuff and get some stuff done, and then we'll go ahead and do that. So I got the bigger clothes, right? Why am I not wearing them? I'm sure I crafted them. What level am I wearing? I'm wearing green. This one is level 25. This one's level 15. So this one, it says I have one now. Maybe I don't. Let's just build it anyway. The Thundra outfit. Am I wearing that? It doesn't look like I'm wearing that. I'm hoping I'm not wearing that. Love the fast travel. Fast travel's on point. It's excellent. You like this one? Good. Well, I mean, we always do a good show, and I try and make a video from that show. 9 times out of 10 it works. But YouTube themselves have told me to lean into the Linux thing lean into the MMO side of things. So rather than just like full 360 into MMOs full time, I thought like we'd bring some sort of full circle. We go crafting MMOs, you know, some obscure MMOs, and then back into the main MMOs. We've got Aeon 2 coming, you know, and obviously if I do like a fighting Friday, that's going to be on Shayna's Rewinds anyway, so you're already there. But the actual YouTube videos are, I'm trying to get them on the right channels. Now we was going to do Racing Shayna's, but the capture card I use, which is the HD60, doesn't play well with Linux, so I'm having to buy another one. So I've had to shift that back like till the end of the summer holidays, and then we're going to do 2 months of Racing Shayna's to make up for it. So there's that coming back. We've also then going to roll into Halloween. So October, straight after Racing Shayna's, we're doing the dress ups, we're doing the horror games, and then I'll have a couple weeks break just to recover from all of that, and then we'll do the Christmas bash. So really excited, you know, really good stuff. We do this every year. Those who are regulars and a part of it, then you know, and those who don't know, then you'll get to know, because we're going to do it the same this year. I really enjoy leading up to that. It seems like a regular thing for me now, so I don't really want to change that. Okay, I'm going to build a bunch of bolts real quick, and then we'll do our final thoughts. I think I'm pretty much happy with what progress we've made. And yeah, over what time are we now? 5. What time did we start? Just before 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that? 3 to 4 hours. I'm gonna call it 4 hours. Da, 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 da. Okay, this is gonna take way too long. I think I'm just gonna leave it be and let my Pokemon do it. Let's go. Which one can craft? This guy? Can he craft? He's off. He's Jesus, that face. I'm never going to get over that face. Okay, so let's do. We don't have a save, do we? Maybe if I go sleep, that'll save. Let's just double check. Right, go bed, innit? Cannot use the bed without a roof. Well, that's easily solved. There you go, roof. Man's gone to sleep. Okay, sleeping. So during the night, if all players sleep in the bed, morning will arrive. Why is he on my jock? What is with the pals in his game being well fruity? I have to get up. He's done. He's up my ass. Okay, back to menu on that note. Return to the title. Right. What do we think of PalWorld, guys? I mean, what is there to say that hasn't already been said? Final thoughts. We're going to be rating the game today because it is out and fully released. Of course, it's just hit its 1.0, and I think it's pretty solid. It has little niggles here and there, but I'm not really bothered. The overall gameplay is fun as hell. I'm glad there's dungeons. I'm really looking forward to finding out what new pals we can come across, how tough they're going to be. Maybe they've even got attack patterns. Maybe you have to use certain elements against certain other pals. That'd be really cool. The ease of access to this game is super accessible for beginners, and I can see why there is a bunch of new people to the genre, i.e. the crafter, a builder side of things. But it is basically a Pokemon game smashed with something like Enchanted. What else is there? What was the other one I said? Or yeah, I can't think of the name of it now. It's gone. Enchanted in let me think of another one. I need to get a list up. My brain's gone. My brain has gone. Crafter, builders. Very weird. Got top 5 or something out there. Top 25, Jesus. See the ones I'm talking about. PalWorld's in there. There you go. Yeah, that's the one. So that one, and yeah, okay, good. Yeah, something along the lines of No Man's Sky and Valheim. I would say this is some sort of mashup with a Pokemon theme on top. It's not Pokemon. Like, Nintendo can argue it. Yes, I see why. But at the same time, I think it's its own thing. It has its own merits. It does its own stuff. It takes its own route. And I think it's deserving of respect. 255,000 people say that it's great. And I agree. It's one of those games that really does stand out as a nice game to watch, nice game to look at, nice game to play. It ticks all the boxes. Is it the greatest game in the world? No, of course not. It has those niggles, but at the same time, it's really almost there. I think on the 2.0, which will probably be in about 6 months to a year's time, the game's going to be so solid that there will be nothing to moan about. And overall, I think if I scored it right now, we're talking visuals, we're talking sound effects, we're talking playability, we're talking replayability, and we're talking about the solidness of the system. Now I'm running it on Linux at 60 frames locked, full maxed out settings, and I'm having a great time. I've turned motion blur off. That's about it. There is no forced FSR, no forced DLSS. I'm getting no ghosting overall. There is a little bit here and there, but that was very few and far between. And overall, I think it ticks all of my boxes, but I can't rate it a 5 because of the niggles. So I'm going to dial it back and give it a 4 out of 5. It's really solid. It's worth $20 of your hard-earned money for sure, and you will get a bunch of hours out of this one. It is a sandbox. There is no story. There is no cutscenes. There is no like pointing you in the right direction, but it does have a tutorial. It does have things to do when you first start, and I appreciate that. Overall, I don't think it needs a story personally. I wouldn't really feel this game would benefit from a bunch of really annoying, squeaky voice acting and a bunch of pals trying to have conversation with you. I think the game is good as it is, and I wouldn't really want to touch it from that. I think the exploration and the gameplay and the things you do in the game is really what makes this game work. And I think they should leave it as it is and just expand, you know, make it better, give you more things to do. Just go crazy with it, because it is a sandbox environment. You can customize the game to your liking. Everyone, when they first start their own world, can customize the difficulty, the XP gains, all of that goodness to their liking. So I think it has so many accessibility options for the, let's say, noob of the players, you're coming in fresh, or the experienced veterans of us out there that have played crafting games till we're blue in the face. We still have something here. We can increase the difficulty, you can lower the difficulty, you can make yourself level up at your own pace. You can find pals at a different rate. It's got so many customizable options that it's not just easy, medium, hard. There is a whole new game underneath this. And on top of that, they're talking about having mod support. So mods is a whole bunch and mods is a whole new section and subject that we'll be getting into once we get to level 80 cap and seeing what the end game has to offer. We will then explore some of the mods and see what we can do, try to break the game and see how mad it can go. So I'm really looking forward to future content on PalWorld. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my review. I hope you agree. If you don't agree or you have something to add, you know, leave it in the comments down below. I haven't explored further than this at this point, so you can leave me comments without spoilers. That would be great. And I want to thank everybody for their time. Your time is valuable. Thank you for spending it with me, and I will see you in PalWorld again very soon. Bye-bye. There you go, guys. We are done. Getting very YouTubery. I'm getting very YouTubery, guys. It's starting to ooze out of every orifice right now. We're getting there. Oh, I want to thank everybody over on the side of YouTube, everybody over on the side of Twitch. I greatly appreciate your interactions and your time. I'm now going to go and have some dinner, so look after yourselves and stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. You are, that's it, Illuminati. No, trying to avoid that. I got invited to a football game the other day because football season is on right now. I got invited to meet the mayor and go to, I think it was Fulham football team. They were having like a party for like creators and stuff. Unfortunately, it was just too much effort for me at the time because I had a lot going on. I'm very busy at the moment. But yeah, it was a nice invite. But it come out of nowhere. It was like, do you want to come and do this and become like you get like a player card and stuff and do all that? I mean, I've got a pot pot. I ain't running around no field. I'll sit with the mayor and drink tea maybe. Like that with my pinky out. Yes, 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 yes. One of them. Give me a cash advance if you want, so I can stream for the next couple of years without any worries. That'd be good. Right, peace out, guys. I am out. Have a great one. Phil, look after yourselves. I will see you again next week. We're back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I haven't decided yet. we'll see. But we are here, we're out here, and if you have the time, come by and keep me company. I greatly appreciate it. Valid mod of mine, and thank you for Bums for getting all the clips and being awesome as well. I'm done. I'm out. I'm going. Bye bye. Ah, it's been a long one.